combatants. So right now, you're being aggressive, right? So you're violating my Third Amendment right because I'm quartering with an enemy combatant.
It is what it is. We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe, but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real. What if what you've always believed and was not considered treason? Business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
Every time that song plays, I really just want to hear the whole thing. But people already complained that the intro is too long, so I'm assuming a 2 or 3 minute intro people would probably balk at. So let's not do that. But what?
What up, what up, what up?
What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Gary? Kat, DB, Karen. How is everybody? Chief, what's up, Chief?
So what's happening?
Oh, nothing. I was on a golden stream for a little bit. It was good at first, but then it all went to hell. So I'm
You
here.
was where?
I was on Golden Knife stream.
Oh, I didn't know she had
It was
them
pretty.
going.
Oh, it was pretty good. But yeah, then Polly came on and Peachy came on, and they were going at it, and it just, I just, yeah, I was done with it at that point. But when I
Yeah.
was there first, it was good. Golden, I like having Golden. Whenever she comes on panel, I like it. She's very intelligent. She always has a lot of good things to say. She really adds to a stream.
She's very mellow, which is cool.
Very mellow, which is very cool. Laura, the song. Oh, the misinformation song I play in the beginning of my streams. You never hear in the beginning, so you don't ever get to hear it. Oh, it's one of all the beginning of my videos. But if you don't watch my videos, then you wouldn't know about those either. Damn it, Laura, how can you not know? Now I'm hurt. Literally hurt. No, I'm kidding, I'm not hurt.
I dig it though. I like the beat behind it.
Hi, it's good. It's really got a good little beat to it. That whole band, it's got all kinds of amazing songs. They're really good. And if you ever see what the dude looks like, you wouldn't think he looked like that. He looks like some freaking surfer dude.
Real? What?
I kid you not. He looks like some sort of long-haired hippie. He looks like a long-haired hippie.
Now, that's way off from a surfer dude.
Absolutely. Just realized that.
Did you realize it as you were saying
I did.
it?
As I said it, I realized it. It's one of those things, All right, Chief, let's try you again. Maybe. Chief, is that you? Chief.
Yeah, I'm here
okay.
now. For some reason, I got kicked off a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
You probably
Chief.
kicked yourself. It was Lavender. I blame Lavender whenever something happens wrong here.
Yes,
Just
I
blame her.
take
It's
the
all
blame.
good. It's all her. Just deal with it. So anyway, Chief.
Well, anyway, I like to say that the intro song is awesome. And what was the artist that did that song? I know you kind of texted me over it, but I can't remember the name. It was.
Oh, whenever someone asks, I'm always glad to tell. It's Mercury Architects. They actually have a YouTube channel, and they're actually doing live streams of them doing some acoustic sets. So subscribe to them and hear them do some acoustic sets.
Yeah, that's a great song. I really like that. I mean, and like
good.
you, I kind of like the old rap, like Ice-T when he did the cover songs for the movie Colors. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Chief, make sure you subscribe to Lavender Mexican. She's going to start
please.
She's going to start on the movement, and she's going to go to local police stations and all kinds of stuff, and start letting them know about auditors.
Hey, man, that's cool. I'll sign up for that.
Yep. Yes. She's already up to, I think, what you're at 20, something like that.
It was like 24 or something. The
See,
last time
I was your second subscriber. I can only guess Gary was your first one.
Yes, he was.
I thought it was Gary. As soon as I saw there's one, I'm like, I know exactly who that is. Didn't even have to ask. I knew it was Gary.
Thank you so much for
of course.
It.
Hey, if you need any help or anything, like, well, I was number 2 cat, so Yeah, so yeah, see, me. I knew it.
Yes.
Yeah, so but yeah, definitely check it out. And what we can do is, if you would like, we can put it on your, but then we can do like a live stream, kind of like talk about it when you're there, and just to see if
Cool.
that kind of helps you a little bit too.
I was thinking about doing like maybe every 2 or 4 weeks do a live stream about the videos
Good
and
idea.
see what other ideas to speak to the law enforcement or public officials about.
Is that you, Stuck? Stuck. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, I was muted.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Who else would it be?
Well, hey, we've had fake people try to be people before, so
All
gotta make
right.
sure.
So you calling me fake?
No, I'm not calling you fake. I'm
Oh,
saying there might be a fake Stuck around somewhere.
I don't think so. Nobody wants to fake me. Trust me.
Well, I didn't think anyone wanted to fake Power Wagon too, but someone did fake Power Wagon.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh shit.
He's probably in chat too. He's gonna say something like "fuck you, Kenny" or something like that. Watch. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Where is it?
Yeah. How
Where's
come
the
nobody?
chat?
How come nobody's faked Gary yet?
I don't know why anyone's fake Gary. No one has so far. Let's see, I think it was someone tried to do Power Wagon. Someone tried to do Mei Chong,
Mm-hmm.
and there's one other one. No, they tried Power Wagon twice. It was funny.
People have no freaking life. I swear. Yeah.
Come on up, Laura. Lavender's all by herself. She needs someone to help her because she's stuck with a lot of dudes.
I think what was it, last night or the night before, you did an 11-hour stream?
Yeah, I did.
Holy, how the hell can you do that? I mean, you must be a young man, because I'll tell you what, I'd be like in bed by the time that reached 8 hours.
Yeah, about 8 hour I wanted to, but it
Yeah, but Chief, you're an
good.
old man. So you have. You
I
can't.
am an old man. I
No, you
admit
can't.
I am an old man. I'll tell you what, I'm over the hill. Everybody knows it, but hey, I'm still kicking.
Are you
Yeah.
literally up on a ladder right now?
I see
I'm
that
up
too.
on
I
a.
was like,
I'm up. Are you literally on a ladder, or is that some sort of English phrase of phrase of speech or something?
Probably an expression like
That's what I was
fucking.
thinking. I was thinking it's got to be an expression, unless she might actually be on a ladder. We'll find out soon, won't we?
let's hope.
That Power Wagon fake, you could tell they took a picture with their phone from a computer to get the avatar picture. The avatar was all pixelated. Yeah, so I didn't even look that far. I just looked at the name.
So how the hell is everybody? I've been trolling. I just haven't felt like coming on panel the last while.
How are
Okay.
you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm all right. Just dealing with some personal
Yeah.
turmoil.
She's literally up on a ladder painting. Okay, there we go.
All right. Well, don't fall.
Yeah, definitely don't fall. Oh, by the way, guys, I have a Facebook page now.
Oh, you do? Excellent.
Um, I'm gonna do a group, but I still need to get more people that are to help me mod it. Because
Right.
if I'm left to my own devices, it'll probably be gone within a couple weeks because I just forget, and yeah, I'm pretty bad about that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I already
Well,
got 2 people that are willing to help with it, so if I can get like a few more, we can get it going.
yeah. Maybe I can try that. I haven't logged into Facebook directly in a while though.
See,
Yeah.
you're like me. You're like me. You'd be a bad fit for a moderator.
I
Well,
don't have
hey,
Facebook.
I honestly, outside of the YouTube side of things, like the Facebook social media, just was driving me crazy because, like, here's what I ate for dinner, and here's what I ate for breakfast, and here's a
Oh,
picture of a kid picking his nose. I really don't care,
yeah.
honestly. For most of the stuff that I was dealing with. So I just kind of, the only times I'm connected to Facebook is certain apps that require a Facebook link. That's it. You know, that's
Well, you need
only,
a Facebook account to look at the Facebook links.
yeah, yeah. So,
I'll tell you what, I have 2 separate channels. I have my YouTube channel, which is dedicated to law enforcement, and then I have my Facebook channel who's dedicated to aviation. If you ever check out the channel, yeah, I got all kinds of tons of video, tons of content on fighter jets and
Oh, no way.
their
I didn't
training
realize.
and the mock loop. I mean, I got tons of stuff on my Facebook page.
Christ, I'm a big aviation fan, so and really into it over the years, eh? So
Boy, I'll tell you what about that F-15EX that's coming out, boy? I'll tell you what, that's a stud.
I saw a preliminary of it, you know, but
Mhm.
that's about all I saw at that point.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be more powerful than the old F-15, like A, B, and C model. It's gonna be like it's got huge engines. It's gonna be able to do a dead climb on a 1-to-1 thrust ratio. It's gonna be awesome. It really is.
Well,
Is that
And
you, Gary?
it's also being
Okay.
developed. It's also being developed to accompany
Hold on,
the
hold on, Chief, hold on. Gary, is that you?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead,
Yeah,
Chief.
that's me.
I just had to make sure it was him.
it was me when I woke up, so I guess it still is.
No, I was just saying that the new complement of the F-15 model
I
is
laugh.
really complement the
Gary.
F-22s and the F-35. You know.
well, you know, Chief, I'm still a big fan of like the F4 Phantom, the Tomcat, you know, kind of like the the swing back wing. Yeah, I can't even speak English tonight, but you know what I mean. I still like those planes.
Yeah, the
Um,
F4 had a lot of it had a lot of assets to it. However, the 14 was better.
Yeah.
They both had the same size engines,
mhm.
but the F-14 was way more maneuverable than the F-4. The F-4 is an oldie but a goodie, but I mean, you know, the F-14, they kind of retired that one because of gas economy. That
Oh, of course.
thing dumped massive
Oh,
amounts of fuel
I
in
still love those
AB
planes.
mode, you know.
When I was a kid, I was in the Civil Air Patrol uh, for a number of years. We were living in the States, and we went on the encampment at Plattsburgh Air Force Base for 2 weeks every year, right? And one of the things they did with us, they took us up in a KC-135 tanker to do a refueling mission. And would you believe that I actually was on a refueling mission for like 14 hours to go refuel a B-52 bomber?
Oh, that must have been awesome, dude. I would have
I
loved
have,
it.
I have pictures somewhere from the old, you know, cheap camera that I had, but it was just awesome. I mean, that was just one of the best experiences, you know.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time, man. I really admire you.
Yeah, I've also flown a Cessna a number of times. I've learned how to do that. Don't have my official pilot's license, but I learned how to do it. Right. So, if we ever get into trouble and we're flying, I could probably help out, right? Not
Yeah.
crash the
I'll
plane.
be sure to text you if I ever get in trouble.
Yeah. What do I do now?
Kenny, I need to explain something to Lavender.
Okay.
What?
Well, I found out how to unblock.
What?
Remember how you couldn't see me and I couldn't see you yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was somehow, somewhere down the road, I blocked you. I think it, I think it happened when we were up in Rosie's
Why'd you do
and
that?
all the trolls coming in, and so it was friendly fire is what it was.
Oh, damn. Ain't that?
Yeah, but at least I figured out how to do it. And
Now what? Now
really,
what's the real? Now what's the real truth?
the real story.
Yeah, what's the real story on this?
Well, Jimmy would stop by for a little bit, and then me and him had to go out fooling around, picking up women and shit.
All right, so we're gonna take a
I
look
saw
at.
her the whole time, but I just pretended that I didn't.
We're gonna take a look at this video, but before we do, can anyone tell me what the hell and how do you make a super moderator? I've been hearing all this talk going around, and somebody please turn off the TV in the background.
That's not me.
Not me.
That down.
I got mine muted.
Okay, yeah, just mute the TV because someone's like, I don't know, someone had a TV and just it
No.
takes away from the stream. So yeah, we hear all that crap in the background. So anyway, super moderators. Anyone heard of this? And how the hell do I make?
Heard of it?
super
I don't know how
ranch?
to get to it though.
I heard about it the first time today down in Paul.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And why did I hear at Polly's? But I heard about it. And I'm like, how the hell do you make one?
Maybe if you speak the magic words of abracadabra.
Nah, I tried that already.
Give him a cape.
It doesn't work.
Didn't work. So, all right,
No,
so let's-
the first rule of a super moderator is I don't answer questions.
let's go ahead and get this going.
So what are we watching?
A video.
Oh, okay. I see that.
Well, there you. Then why'd you ask?
Well, it's a video, I know. But
Two.
okay. Anyway.
One. Blast off.
We need to get you to stop recording here. All right.
Stand 6 feet away, dude, and be quiet.
Mm,
Go
not
back
6 feet away.
inside.
What?
I tell you what to do here, dude. Go back inside.
No, what'd you say?
Be quiet and go back inside. That's
Really?
what I told you, dude. Don't you understand?
How you like it when people go
Okay.
up to you, bitch?
You don't go up to a
How you
man.
like it? Hey,
Okay?
you know what? How you fucking like
That's
it, bitch?
simple.
I'm not fucking afraid of it. I'm not afraid. I'm
Uh-huh.
not afraid of you guys.
Go back inside, dog, and do your work, dog. Go back inside and do your work, dog.
What are you gonna do?
Go back and dog and do your work, dog. You see? Okay? You want me to tie you up, dude? Okay?
Tie you up. See, there's some BDSM shit that we didn't know about.
Taser, taser, taser.
This audio is pretty bad.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing. Uh-huh. You didn't do anything.
Are you inviting me?
I see LAX on their shirts. Do they work at the Los Angeles International Airport?
I'm not sure. I don't think he's at the
No.
airport.
That sounds looks like a strip club.
Oh, range and ammo. He's at an ammo store.
I thought so, pussy.
Yep, the not so silent boy.
Yeah, you notice they don't have the guts to walk up to the front door.
Well, no, because he'd be trespassing.
Damn.
That he doesn't want to get shot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn, that was some tight thing we got there.
Tell me how I went up to his face.
Yeah.
Things are acting up, and you're here, bro. You got some good footage there.
No, I was gonna make them so the videos longer. These are acting up too much. I thought I was gonna go like that. They're not gonna do nothing.
Oh shit, Casey Camera Boy's there. I didn't realize that.
These ones are acting up here. What is it here?
We're not even seeing shit, but we're just pretending that they're seeing shit.
Oh.
Is that the gun shop?
Oh, this is great journalism,
Ain't it,
video.
though?
Look at
You
that
know,
Come on, get that little crack right there. There you go.
shades.
That was crazy though. That was
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, he's coming back.
crazy. That's how they act. They don't do
I think these guys need to go back to YouTube Academy.
Did Lavender leave?
Yeah, she left.
Oh, okay.
She put it in chat. She had to go. Shows how much you're paying attention, Gary.
Yeah, I got it. That's a good one.
Well, I'm
But I wanna
sorry.
make the video longer.
What are these guys trying to accomplish here? I don't know.
Maybe they're on their way to Taco Bell or something, or Jack in the Box or something, because they left wherever they were.
Oh my God! I wish we had Jack
Oh,
in the
no.
Box here in the
There they
East.
are.
I tell you what, I haven't had Jack in the Box since I left California.
Oh, you see?
They don't have Jack in the Box there?
Right here.
No, we don't have Jack in the Box. We have like Carl's Jr. Only it's called Hardee's out here.
Oh, right, yeah.
But
Yeah.
we don't have Jack in the Box, and I wish I had Jack in the
Sucks.
Box.
That was just funny.
So Jack in the Box isn't a national chain?
Nope.
I didn't
It's
know
not
it was
back here. I wish, if I had a wish, I'll tell you what, I would love to have an In-N-Out burger here in Ohio.
Well, I know that's not national.
I would drive 200 miles to an In-N-Out burger just to have an In-N-Out burger, double.
Yeah, I know In-N-Out's not national, but I thought Jack in the Box was national.
No, we don't have Jack in the Box in the Midwest. At least I don't know of anyone, especially here in Ohio. We don't have any here in Ohio.
Well, we don't have Whataburger here either, and I wish we had Whataburger. I love Whataburger. I haven't had Whataburger in forever. Also, Gary says they have Jack in the Box on the East Coast. Oh, maybe your city just is weird on Jack in the Box.
Now I feel like I'm getting screwed. I want a jumbo Jack, man.
Oh, hop in your car, start driving.
Yeah, Carl's Jr. is Hardee's. Same damn thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
That's how people get crazy over a simple camera one.
Whataburger's not trash. I like Whataburger.
It's not. Little Smurf thought he was gonna get in my face though. That's for sure. I'll call him Smurf.
Hey, does anybody know if there's Der Wiener Schnitzels out in the West Coast still?
Oh, hell yeah. I just had Wiener Schnitzel the other day.
Oh, man, that's a good place to eat, too.
Nope, Silent Boy ain't gonna do shit.
I do nothing about it. There's nothing.
Call him Silent Boy because his audio sucks.
It's not because he's quiet, that's for damn sure. I don't know why they call him Silent Boy. It's a good question. You know, maybe it's because I think I got it. It's because there was this illusion that you sneak in and out of places without being noticed. But I think what it really comes down to is no one gave a shit when he was there. So it was all just an illusion. None of his homies like, damn, homie, I didn't even realize you were there. I know, I'm that good. And it comes to find out they just don't give a shit about him. So they never noticed him. So they thought he'd go with it. I'm silent. I can do whatever I want.
I think that one is popping, but I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't have White Castle here in California either. Though you can get White Castle burgers.
We got White Castle out here in the Midwest, man. You either love them or you hate them. It's just one or the other.
Now, we can get White Castle burgers from the store, overpriced, but we can get them.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Confrontation. Nope.
Why doesn't somebody just tase this asshole?
Because that would be assault, unfortunately, and they can't get away with that. And that would just give them what they want. Then they'd have more assholes out there
There's
filming them.
camera over there. That's fine.
How'd you figure it was me to
that's okay. I mean, you can put multiple cartridges on the end of a taser.
Set up like that.
Yeah, but still can't do that because then they win. Because then they're thinking, "Well, see,
let me see over here.
They are tyrants, and they don't like us doing this, and they have this issue. And when it's best, just ignore them. That's the best thing because then they go away. They don't come back because they don't get their clicks and reviews.
They do come back.
Yeah,
if they get a confrontation.
I just like them flopping around on the ground like a fish,
Yeah, but I mean, it's better if they don't get any reaction. More than likely, they're not going to come back because they didn't get any reaction. If you give them a reaction, goddamn right, they're going to come back.
Yep.
So if that's what
you get a reaction, they won't come back.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
So I mean, it's better to not do anything.
That was supposed to be an audit.
It was an audit of an ammo store, which was, riveting.
Yeah, that just held my attention completely for all of the, 1.2 milliseconds at the beginning of the video. Yeah.
Well, let's see. I think America's got a new one. I'll wait for that one.
Go ahead, show it.
Nah, I'll wait for it. Might have to. I might want to make a video about it, so I'll just wait.
You suck.
Yeah, make you wait. That's just the way it is. Oh look, you want to see it?
Story of my life.
Here's a pass with no views.
0 views. Oh yeah. And don't give him the satisfaction. Yeah.
I love my touchscreen laptop. Oh my god, he does a. I didn't know High Desert did. High Desert Observer. I bet you that's High Desert Wash anyway. Though didn't know he did post offices.
Hey guys.
Oh no, someone different.
Desert Observer. I'm here at the post office in Bend.
Does he sound drunk?
He does.
He sounds like
drunk.
Yeah, it sounds like he's high.
Or drunk or something like that. That's not the best time to go do an audit, guy.
4th and Webster.
Or he sounds mentally handicapped.
Let's go inside.
Oh yeah, I hope it's not.
I
don't want to make fun of someone like that, but that's not he's drunk.
Before. So this is going to be brand new for me.
You should never do an audit if you can't walk a straight line.
No, I think he's drunk. Noli, what's up? See, even Noli thinks he sounds drunk. He's walking like he's drunk too, so I'm gonna go with drunk.
I don't know. Like it's stable, so I don't know.
Well, it's a post office.
I've never seen one of those.
There's a lot of post office boxes.
I've never seen.
Oh wow! Yeah, get all that great footage of the post office boxes.
Line up poster 7.
What's up, Taco? In case anyone is joining us, feel free to join the panel.
Panel of lunatics.
Or just sit back and listen. Either or, welcome.
So that's what a post office looks like, eh?
He's looking for a poster 7.
I didn't know that they look like this.
I love how they all reference poster 7, but if you actually read the whole thing, it means that you have to have permission and a reason to be filming in that facility. But they always only read what they want to hear and not, what the actual thing says.
It's the cherry picking. That's what they do. As in everything else.
Here we go, poster 7. Let's see.
Here it is. Here it is. He's going to nitpick. What do you want?
Photographs, news, advertising, or commercial purposes. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entries, lobbies, foyers, corridors, or auditoriums when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or security force personnel or other authorized personnel, or a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with permission of the local postmaster or installation head. Okay.
Let's just forget that last part.
Yeah.
Packaging stuff here.
He is, but he doesn't comprehend what the last part meant.
Quite the shorts and papers they got at this post office here.
A lot of
Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at those sinister postcards.
Get out the way.
He did seem so shocked at the last part. He did. He was like, "Does that mean I can't?" No. The auditors would never lie to me. And Soma would never lie. My hero.
Okay, I have to say, Even though I didn't need to buy a stamp, that was a pass.
Well, to be fair, they were busy and
I was
probably
in
not
and out
very
real
worried
quick.
about you at that time. So
And as far as First Amendment audits go, that
he
was
did
my
doubt
second
himself
one
for a
ever.
second.
Probably didn't even do it right, but hey, I'm learning.
That's disappointing. I wanted to see a window smash and a person put on the fucking ground.
What the hell is the rest of this video going to be? It's a 12-minute
yeah.
video, and we're only 4 minutes in, and he left. What the hell's next?
That was a good thing that
He chickened out.
he said anything bad.
Is he just
Yeah,
going to start
that's
talking?
enough money for one stamp.
Addressed it all. So yeah.
Right?
You
Amagassic
know
Press
what? I'm
wouldn't
not
lie.
done yet. I want to go back in there and buy a stamp.
Oh, so you can go back and buy a stamp.
See, I do have a lot to learn. I was ready to quit right then and there, and I'm not done yet.
Yeah, he's new.
I just went and took a look.
Keep an eye on this moron.
I think he's in. Like Sovereign Citizen Elementary School. You know, he's just starting out.
I like that, Paul. Where's my car? Excuse me.
I wish
Excuse
when
me,
they sell
Ossifer?
them his stamp that they'd get like a 35-gallon plastic bag and just put that stamp in there and just hand the bag to him.
Right? He goes, Officer, I need help finding my car. Okay, which one is it? It's the one with 4 wheels. I think we need a little bit more to go on with that. All right, it's got windows. Right, did he? I don't know.
I'd like to at some point get a tour of the back.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Like, yeah.
You see, back there behind the counter, there's a lot of stuff.
He is wearing a mask.
A tour of the back? What the hell does he want to see?
Yeah, there's that. Hi. I'd like to buy a stamp, please.
Okay, are you filming us?
I am.
Were you not allowed to film? You're not allowed to
Oh,
film.
here we go. All right, hold up. All right, so this is his first time seeing how he's going. He came in for 3 minutes, left, then decided to come back in and buy a stamp because, you know, buying the stamp lets them know that they're there, and that's where they get a lot of their stuff. How do you think this is going to go? How well do you think he's going to do? What do you think?
He's not going to do well.
You don't think he's going to do very well at all?
No, because he's already been told that he cannot film, right, and record. So he's now going to take the next step and try and argue without any backing on his argument. Absolutely not.
Gary, what do you think?
I'm thinking along the same lines. He'll throw his bullshit in front of them, and then they'll tell him to leave, and then it ain't going to go over good.
Paul, what do you think?
I think he's going to fold. He's new to the game, so I don't think he has the confidence yet.
No, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Let's see how he does that. So, what do you think? You think he's going to fall back on all the normal frauditor terms and arguments and all that?
No, of course.
You think he's going to remember them?
No.
We'll see.
That's wrong. You're not allowed to film our You're not allowed to do that. That's wrong.
Okay. And what did you need, sir?
I need one stamp.
One stamp, 55 cents. Come on down, Rich.
Yeah, I remember when stamps were what, 32 cents.
Just drop it off. Yeah, just drop it off. Yeah. All set? Yep, here we go. Thanks, sir. Have a good one. Thanks.
Still serving him though.
One stamp. Let me get you your receipt. Your change on receipt. Whoever's ready, guys, come on down.
He didn't even have the proper change ready. Amateur.
45 cents back. Get your receipt.
All right. A deal. LA doc 48 hours from now. Any bolts on your end?
Section on the top, survey on the bottom. Let us know how we did today.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Let's do it.
You believe in second chances? I do now.
I swear to God, I'm gonna write the United States Postal Service to get a copy of Poster 7 just so I can have it on my wall.
Get it gold plated.
Engraved.
No, you have to have the gold fringe because everybody knows the gold fringe is fraudulent.
That's a nice purse.
Oh, hey, he's got a chain on his wallet so he doesn't lose it. I remember when I did that in the 90s.
Actually, might not be a bad idea these days with the way people steal things.
All right, so now we got 3 minutes of talking and trying to find his car.
Yeah.
Call the police.
Hey,
I'd bet $5 he's driving a Prius.
Don't make fun of people.
It is Oregon.
I've lost my car in a parking lot before, so don't make fun of people.
Hold on, guys. Let's hear what he has to say. I'm curious to see what the hell he's going to say.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, they didn't threaten to call the police. They had a problem with it, as you saw, but yeah, they had a problem with it, but they didn't call the police, so
He seems surprised.
they failed. But not as bad as they could have.
I did that. What?
Anyway, for my second audit ever, this is High Desert Observer. I'm just out here looking.
Is there like a dartboard they use to find their names?
I don't know what kind of mask he's wearing, but he looks like he made it out of half a diaper.
Oh my goodness. So he thought that was a fail because they said you can't film, and then he said yes he could. And they said, you know what, never mind, we're just gonna leave you alone. But that's a fail? Get the fuck out of here. They just don't know what
Well, that's his second audit though, he said.
Yeah.
So
as you just saw, I went in there, read the poster 7, or at least the part that applied to me, and one person was asking what I was doing. But
okay.
when it was explained to them, they didn't have an issue with it. So
This is how you can tell that Oregon has an oversaturation of pot.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely some substance abuse going on here.
good. No. Then I walked up to the front counter, asked to buy a stamp. He said, "Are you filming?" I said, "Of course, yes." And you can't film, and I'm pretty sure I heard one of the other postal employees making up, "Oh, he was filming people and getting in their business," and yeah. If you don't know what I'm doing, you can ask me.
But they'll fail.
Problem with what I'm doing, talk to the people who can actually change things, like the senators and those people who are in charge of the laws. Talk to those people if you don't want.
Is it just me, or does it seem like this guy's like a 12-pack to the wind?
He's drunk, high, or something. He's definitely on something.
He's slow.
Now I'm wondering if he's got a little bit of autism too, just based on his eye contact or eye movements.
Well, that's
Sure, it could be that. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. If so, I feel bad because I thought he was drunk. But if so, still he shouldn't be going on auditing. That's for damn sure.
Right. Hey, I was going to ask you, Kenny. By the way, did you show the video of the auto that was running around because of the fire inspection for the building?
No.
I can't remember who it is, but somebody was running around because the building inspector or the fire inspection sticker on the wall wasn't updated since 1991 or something like that, and it's been like 20 some odd years.
That's ridiculous.
And I just did some research on it, talked to a couple local fire marshals as well as the fire chief here in our area. Apparently, post offices are not mandated. When they initially build the building, they do have somebody come around and do a walkthrough. But because they're federal buildings, they have their own team that does that. So there's no inspection stickers needed on the walls. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought that was that interesting. I'm like, it makes me wonder what the policies are.
Yeah. Okay, well there you go.
Things that are
You wait till it burns down, and then you find somebody to blame.
Yeah, right. Trump will blame everybody else.
post offices have been ruled as public places, so you're allowed to bring video cameras in.
Okay, that's just enough of that guy.
I gotta say, he's got a nice apartment for being an auditor.
That might be Mom's apartment.
True.
Well, we'll see how he develops as an auditor.
But it's not a basement, so he's got a plus there.
Yeah, it's not a garage, so he's one up on Josh.
Or a storage unit.
Yeah. It's Carolina. Could be Trip. Oh, he does audits too. I know he does. Aberdeen. He's in Washington. Hey, that's near you, Noli.
I actually love Aberdeen. I was just out there, and one of the coolest parts of driving into town was the bridge that you cross over the top of it. It's got a "Come as You Are," because that's where Kurt Cobain grew up.
Right.
Okay, I don't understand the reference, but yeah.
It's a name of one of the Nirvana songs.
Nirvana song, yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a great song too. Actually, it's an actual cover too, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Later, Taco. Oh, sorry, Gary.
No parking. I always felt bad about Kurt Cobain because he could have gone to any rehab in the world, and he just decided to check out. I always felt bad about that.
Trippy was
You
in.
need to go back further and just say Courtney Love. That kind of explains it all.
It does. It does.
Yeah, well, she's absolutely crazy. I mean, I've never seen a woman like that before.
Right.
Oh, I've seen some that come close.
Send Josh 55 cents so we can get a stamp. What's going on, Gary?
Yeah, I'm back, I guess, for a little while. Who knows?
Get my face diaper on.
Oh, there it is. The face diaper. I don't know why people have such an issue with wearing the fucking mask. Just fucking put it on. What's up, Josiah?
Casey Canada. Okay.
What's up, Josiah?
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Kenny. I didn't have my YouTube turned off. Sorry.
Oh, okay. In this case, face diaper is probably appropriate. Nice comfort call. I love my neck gaiters.
No, thank you.
To walk my dog outside without my neighbors calling the cops is nearly to that point. Wow.
I don't know who you need to call. I'm just here hanging out. What's up?
Videoing. Is there a particular reason that you're videoing?
No.
Well, there has to be a reason or you wouldn't be doing it.
Right?
No. Oh, there's no reason.
Don't worry about it.
No, I just got in my car. Now I'm not really driving it.
I'm traveling. I swear I'm traveling.
Let me put the car into travel, and then we'll go.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the traveling versus driving shit. I'll tell you what.
You'll get your windshield broken out.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time.
See, we used to be able to do that without video cameras around, because when I came out of the police academy, we didn't have video cameras in the car. So, hey, you took the long ride to the jail, if you know what I mean.
In other words, the scenic tour.
Somebody brought up earlier in the chat about the cattle prods, and it's funny because back when I was out in California, there was a feedlot called Harris Ranch that actually supplies an In-N-Out burger right off I-5, and they had a group of people go out there to protest and record, and they actually end up getting cattle prodded off the property.
Oh wow!
Of course, this is before cell phones.
I think I've heard of that ranch. That's off of 5, just south of Sacramento, right?
Yeah, it's actually it's Central Valley. It's about 60 miles southwest of Fresno.
So it's like more towards like the 5 cities, like Pismo Beach.
Yeah, but it's on the same distance down the state, but it's more west or more east more east inland.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can't miss the smell.
And you're talking about the smell of the burning flesh of the people that got cattle prodded?
Well, that and the big methane piles they got from the cow crap.
Mm-hmm.
Duly noted.
What is... Tyrant cop. Where's the tyrant cop?
Right now it's working, so. Yes, might be better off just to go ahead and.
Where's this tyrant cop?
He's just freaking standing there, not in line to buy a stamp. Just like, see, there's a little kid up there too.
What the hell is this achieving? He's just filming like nothing.
Nothing. Oh, I just can't take my eyes off of this.
Riveting.
Hell, I've seen Star Wars movies that were quicker than this.
Yeah. Exactly, Gary.
It seems like. Permit.
No, I know, right? I don't get how this protects our 1AA rights too.
Problem is the rights are already established. Yeah. Anyway, another story.
No, it justifies his existence.
Oh, he's gonna try to sneak in the back. No.
Hey, everybody, I got to sign off. So everybody have a great evening.
Yeah, have a good one, Chief.
Good evening,
Take care,
sir.
everybody.
Behave yourself.
You guys
Yeah,
hear me?
it's like it's casing the place. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I see I didn't see my name up there then. Okay, I got you.
Okay, I'll have to check it out, Adam.
This is really interesting here.
He already filmed this.
Yeah, he did.
It's like a redo. Okay, they're not paying attention to me.
Pretty much.
Constitution of the United States.
Oh, Jesus.
Charter of Freedom.
Yeah, send my best to her too, Jarhead. Hope she feels better.
Let's see if they uphold that poster on their wall.
Okay, we got 3 different ways you can send it. Start after express.
My second best. Thank you, Comfort Dog.
Priority mail. Expected on Monday from 8 to 85. First class was expected Monday through Friday. Okay. I have no tracking number.
Oh no, not that. Almost ended the broadcast.
Back to where we started.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's gonna get anywhere what he wants. Damn, it's like a half hour. Does he do anything? Let's see.
Oh,
okay,
here
here
we go. That's what we're looking for.
Well, he just waited around until he got an interaction. It wasn't like he was going there to avoid an interaction. He was trying for this, and they gave it to him. I'm just going to hang around the same places. Absolutely, this is loitering.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. What's going on today?
It's Friday.
It's Friday?
It is.
Oh, God, yes. That would be so funny if you did a Gordon Ramsay restaurant. That would be hilarious.
What's going on?
Okay, well, you're videotaping people and the post office, they told you can't do that. They told you to leave, and you didn't leave, so why is that?
What law am I breaking?
Huh?
What law am I breaking?
Well, you want to remove your hands from your pockets?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pat you down and make sure
You know, excuse me.
Huh?
Excuse me, COVID.
Huh?
What law do you suspect me of breaking?
Right. I'm gonna pat you down real quick, make sure you ain't got no weapons on you.
Sir, I don't have any weapons on me. I haven't done anything wrong.
Okay.
I'm practicing the First Amendment right.
Okay.
I'm in a public building.
Okay.
It's funded by the taxpayers. I'm on public property. I haven't interfered with their business. I've stood in the corner and videotaped, and that's all I've done.
Kenny, is the post office not funded mainly from their what they?
I can assure you that there's no ill will intent, and I'm not here for anything.
Wait, what?
The post office, most of their money comes from what they sell for stamps and postage and whatnot.
All of it does, except.
Pardon?
Yeah, they get all their money from what they sell.
Right, but they do get some help from the government. They do get a money from the government, don't they?
For their pensions and that, yes.
Right. Okay, so this guy is totally out to fucking lunch. Anyway, yeah.
It's illegal. I'm just protecting my First Amendment rights, and I'm just here videotaping, and I believe I'm allowed to do that under the First Amendment of the Constitution.
Okay.
Do you have a reason to believe that I'm armed?
I don't. I want to make sure you're not armed.
But am I being detained? Am I being detained? For what?
Okay, see, I think he handled that quite well because the cop had no reason to pat him down. I mean, let's be real about that.
No reason. No.
He had no reason to want to pat him down. He just wanted to.
What does he look like though? How's he dressed?
We're not sure, but at the same time, still, the cop doesn't have any right to pat him down. He doesn't suspect him of committing a crime. You know, I mean, you can't just pat him down for no reason. Just because he's, you know.
If the police were called there because of a disturbance, that's the reason.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. We don't know why they were there, but obviously they were called because they don't just hang out at the damn post office. So we'll see.
Well, supposedly in one local here in New Jersey, that's exactly what happened. An officer came in while a quote unquote auditor was in the retailer post office, and it was just circumstance. The officer wanted to go in to buy something or mail something, and the gentleman was in berating a young lady behind the counter. So yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
Well, do you suspect me? I haven't been trespassed. I've never been asked not to come back to this property.
No, but they asked you to leave.
No, they never asked me to leave. I have it all here on video.
Okay.
All she asked me is what was I doing, and I told her that I was videotaping. It's all here on video.
Okay, why are you videotaping?
I'd like to remain silent.
Tell him you don't know.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, you're being.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
I already told you, criminal trespass.
I have never been trespassed from here.
I told you that they asked you to leave.
It's all on video. They never asked me to leave. If they had asked me to leave, I would be more than happy to leave. If that's what we want to do, I'll be more than happy to walk out the door and leave. I do not.
Okay, what's your name?
This is where you got to be careful.
I'm not going to answer again. You know, you're you know what?
Cop and ID state he's about to.
I've never been trespassed from this property.
What is your first name?
Relative.
Yeah, so stop an ID state, he has to tell him.
Can you call a supervisor, please?
No.
What do I need to call a supervisor for?
Because I asked you to.
Okay. Well, right now, I want you to leave. I need to identify you.
I will leave.
Well, you've been asked to leave.
Am I free to go?
Huh? No, you're just being detained right now.
Okay.
I've already told you that.
And I've asked you to call a supervisor.
Okay. So what I'm telling you right now is that here they asked you to leave. You didn't leave. I watched you standing over there the entire time.
They never asked me to leave. I just told you, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. They never asked me to leave. They asked me what I was doing, and I told them.
Okay.
I'm just videotaping. If they had ever asked me to leave, I would have left.
No, you wouldn't have.
Okay. But they never did that.
Oh, shit.
On video. And now you're asking me, you're telling me I'm detained for criminal trespassing. You can't be criminal trespassed on public property unless you've committed a crime.
Okay.
Oh,
crap.
I know that you were told to leave, and I know that you didn't leave because you're still here.
Right?
Now you're not being allowed to leave because I'm detaining you. I've told you that I'm going to pass you down for weapons because you kept putting your hand in your pocket.
It was in
There
my
you
pocket
go.
when we started interacting.
Oh,
There's
he's losing
absolutely
it.
nothing in my pocket.
He's losing it.
I mean, I told them I had no problem leaving. They never asked me to leave.
Whoa,
Had they
whoa,
ever
whoa,
asked me to
whoa,
leave,
whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa,
would have
whoa, whoa,
left.
whoa, 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 whoa. Which one is it? They didn't ask you to leave, or you told me you didn't have a. You know what I mean? Which one is it? Did they actually leave or did they not actually? He's contradicting himself here.
Yep.
Freaking idiot.
And has it
Definitely.
edited so that you don't hear that part.
Right? Oh man, this guy.
So if you tell me your name, you can leave. Okay, as they requested and as I'm requesting. Okay, so once you tell me your name, this will all be no big deal. Okay.
We'll just send you the trespass in
And
mail.
if I don't tell you my name, what will happen?
Okay, then you're gonna be arrested for interference with law enforcement because I have reasonable suspicion. I probably
My name.
the crime has been committed because criminal trespass, and you're refusing to identify yourself to me when I'm commanded you to. Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Keith. So under threat of arrest, I have to identify myself.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you right now that I have reasonable suspicion that you stayed after an order to leave from the manager.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not here to start problems.
Okay.
I'm
What's your last name?
Harris.
H-A-R-I-S.
Yes.
And Keith was K-I-E-T-H.
K-E-I.
K-E.
Yeah, get it right. K-E-I, not I, you fucker.
They told me directly that they never asked you, so you're correct on that.
Exactly. So now I've identified myself against law. He's detained me for no reason, right? They never asked me to leave. Can you call your supervisor?
No.
Can you?
Now.
No.
They don't want you to get arrested. They told me that. Okay. I'm asking you.
I told you I didn't want any problems. I'm willing to leave.
Okay.
And if that's what they asked, I'll do so.
Yeah.
Against my First Amendment.
Oh
Rights.
God.
They don't want you recording it. I could care less about the recording. Okay. That's their policy. I could care less.
This is public property.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
One of these postmasters needs to take
I don't understand how it can be prosecuted
or change the bloody CF.
without a crime. You know, they're just asking me to leave because their feelings are hurt because I'm recording, and that's what this amounts to. Is that correct?
But NJ, they never referred to the
So now
CFR.
he's now detained.
Private chat and see what'll happen.
Oh, I know, but these auditors never referred to
Now
that.
my information, and he has threatened to arrest me if I didn't give him the information.
Okay. So as I explained to you, you're acting like you have no idea what's going on. So I explained to you.
No. See, Yoda,
Right now, this officer has.
Yoda, here's the thing. They didn't tell him that they want him to leave, but they told the police, hey, we want you to leave. So the police are letting him know that they want him to leave.
Yeah.
And now they went up. He come up to him. He was having his hands in his pocket. They already were over there for him for the to issue him the trespass. So then he's so he's fidgeting. So they're like, okay, well hold on. I think you may have a weapon or something. So now we're going to search you. And then this whole argument's been issuing. But yeah, they're here for a trespass.
Yeah, well, he missed a step.
Okay.
Oh, you solicited the trespass.
No, yeah, they didn't solicit the trespass because they were called specifically to trespassing.
If that's what's called, if that's on the recording of the call, then the officer's justified.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Man.
Now, whether he's justified in identifying
under threat of arrest.
He's not being threatened. The coroner says he's going to arrest him. He's asking to leave. That's it. Good. Oh, he's leaving. Oh my God. Oh, that cop was a tyrant.
He left unarrested. I don't see how they're tyranny.
Actually, no. That cop acted totally inappropriately. Kenny, did you not see it?
Now under threat of arrest.
You see how he lunged at him?
That I didn't do. They never asked me to leave. Now they've told him that they did. They've told you that they did.
Oh, that's not what happened.
Now,
He lunged
him my information. Am I free to leave?
This is hard.
Yes, but you want to talk with the supervisor, so if you want to hang around for that, you can. You're more than welcome to, okay? We don't have a crime here right now, okay?
I can always do that tomorrow, correct? I can come into the station. And who's the supervisor?
Tomorrow is going to be the same guy that's on his way right now, okay? His name's Officer Air, our actual supervisor. He is off duty right now, so he is an active supervisor.
Okay.
Do you want to wait for him, or do you want to be about your way? Or
You know, to save face and to bring resolution to the situation, maybe I'll just talk to him tomorrow. His name again was
Officer Air.
Okay, and your name and badge number?
Officer Law, and then 237. Okay.
You?
Officer Bose, 220.
All right, thank you, and I'm free to go.
Yep. Yes, sir. Here you go, man.
Have a good day.
Oh, Jesus.
At least he has that little bit of intelligence.
Are you the supervisor? Okay, I'm the suspect. They had inside, and I was just inside doing a little recording. I'm new to the area, and I was just kind of checking out the building.
Okay.
And the people inside called the police, and they showed up. Officer Bose, I believe, detained me illegally for practicing my First Amendment rights. He told me I was detained, didn't have the right to leave, identified me under threat of arrest. And the additional officer then went and spoke with him and came back and said I was free to leave. Nothing was going on. They never asked me to leave the facility, but Officer Bose held me under duress and said that if I tried to leave, I was going to be under arrest, and if I didn't identify, I was going to be under arrest. So that's why I requested a supervisor. I was in the building. I didn't interfere with any business. I stood in the corner and recorded, and I was detained.
Right, Comfort Doll.
And I was made to
Wow.
identify with the threat of arrest for interfering with an investigation for criminal trespass. If whoever was in charge here asked me to leave, I would have left freely. No issues. I'm not here to cause problems. I'm just here to exercise my First Amendment rights. Maybe I can get a complaint form on Officer Bose because he violated my rights. This is just for my protection. They didn't ask me to leave. Okay, so I was never being trespassed or under investigation for criminal trespass.
At the time, whatever I'm just getting the information on the package. Whatever
Sure.
the information, what we were told when we were responding here is that you had been asked to leave.
Sure.
Once that was verified, then yeah, you can go with that. Until we verified that, then yeah, we have a right to identify you and see what's going on to figure out if we have a crime.
Okay, and Officer Bose did threaten to arrest me if I didn't identify.
Well, what do you expect him to do?
After
Really?
the crime was committed, correct?
No, then be after the crime as long as we're investigating it.
Okay, so he was on
For a suspicious person.
what is that, a misdemeanor or a felony?
Oh.
Yeah, suspicious.
That is not specifically a crime. However, suspicious people do commit crimes.
They do,
I'm
but
not saying you are. I'm just saying.
sure, but unless you suspect me of committing a crime, you suspect that I'm in the commission of a crime, or you suspect that I'm about to commit a crime.
Trespassing at the post office, we verified that you were. That's why you were.
But at the same time, you cannot be trespassed off public property unless you commit a crime.
No, they can
No.
ask you to leave for whatever reason they want to. This is
So standing right here, you can tell me I have to leave. Well, this is public, and that's publicly funded. It's the same thing.
That's a private building open to the public.
But it's still funded by the public. So
But the management can tell you to leave anytime they want you for any reason they want.
in a public building.
Yes.
Without committing a crime.
Yes.
Okay. And your name and badge number?
Officer Air, Hot Air 170.
AYER 170. Okay, thank you, sir.
If you like I said, I'll have a complaint form ready. If you'd like to come down and fill one out, you're welcome to take it with you.
Can I get a call number or like a
Incident number.
number tied with this?
And there is a CAT ID number.
I'm gonna hit it.
There's not a case number or anything like that because there was no crime.
It's called a CAT ID number here?
CAD,
CAD, CAD?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's a thought. Would it not a very good solution to some of this is that for all the time that the officers are being wasted, that the person like him gets a bill in the mail for their time, and then they would start getting these for if it costs the officers an hour of their time and you have to have 3 officers out there at $40 an hour, $120. Here's your bill for your time. Would that not work?
Comments shared.
Bullshit.
This one I started to watch it. All right, so this one is we'll see. It was pretty funny from what I saw. Interesting.
So make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. It helps us a lot to keep the channel going, guys, and enjoy this video.
Yes, sir.
Well, as long as it's broken glass.
What'd I do?
I'll get your driver's license and I'll explain it to you.
I'm working on it. Now, what'd I do first? Why you pull me over?
Get your driver's license and
No,
See, here's his mistake right here. It's you're being detained as soon as you're pulled over. The cop does not have to tell you why you were pulled over. Your best bet is just give him your proof of insurance and your driver's license and move on with your fucking day. He's being an idiot right here, and yeah.
What did you pull me over for? Tell me that first.
Sir, let me explain something to you.
And what's your? I know the law. No.
Obviously,
No, you don't know the law.
Obviously, you don't.
Bullshit. I have driver's license. Yeah, you
Did they ever really read the manual before they took their driver's test?
Oh, right? No.
Who said they can read?
I know.
Who are you? No.
The trouble is, some of the statutes weren't written by officers; they were written by politicians, and in many states, it say you must display, not hand over or surrender.
That's true. But he's not even willing to do that either.
Wait,
He wants to know what's going on first.
But really, like you so basically you can show it in the window?
Technically, yes.
But
in some states.
In some states, but not all states.
Correct.
Interesting.
All states are different when it comes to driving.
I should look that up on this end of town. See what steel is.
Let's continue with the video.
Telling you, I'm not. And you're also. Anyway, I'm just asking, why did you pull me over first? I did one wide open throttle. I'm a diagnostic mechanic, and you also pulled my son over.
I know how this ends. I know how this ends.
I'm just asking, and I know Jamie Atkins.
Name dropping.
Pull me over. Why? Need to do that first. No, you have my tag number. You can run it. Get my number. It does show the insurance though on stuff.
But you might not be the freaking owner of the car.
Why? You have to tell me why you pulled me over. You haven't identified yourself yet. I see a uniform. I see a vehicle. Okay. Why did you pull me over? I did a wide open throttle. Real quick. I'm a diagnostic mechanic. I'm working on a truck, and I'm heading toward a guy's house to help me with it in Columbia. And
How do we know you're not a transsexual with that hair?
no. I am Robert B.
Sequitur.
Posing as a man or a woman.
Their ego gets bruised by a person who knows they're right.
On this truck, and I have registration and everything. You don't have to know that. Tell me.
The commentary, his ego's getting bruised because, well, let's get this straight. If the auditor that's showing this video knows anything about the law, he would realize that, first of all, the cop doesn't have to tell him why he stopped him. Yes, he is required to show his, show his ID and his proof of insurance. He's being a dick. The cop is just sitting there looking at him like, are you fucking, look, he has this, are you fucking serious look on his face. He just can't believe, like, this is really fucking happening. Am I being punked? Where's Ashton? Where's Ashton at?
I'm just waiting for the level of frustration to boil over.
Oh, you know it's coming, right? You just know it's coming.
And that looks like a state trooper.
Before.
Yeah.
Out of the car, come back to the back of your car and assume the position.
I know who you are, and I know you know Jamie Atkins, R37. Okay.
Oh.
I'm not naming names, but you have to tell me You know who you are. Identify yourself. You do. I own this truck. You can run my tag number.
That's how
Brand new
nice he
tag
I
is.
number.
thought you were doing diagnostic tests and running it down the road to somebody else. And now that you own the truck.
I don't have to hang it to you.
Tell you, the dispatcher already knows who he is, or the owner of the vehicle anyway.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm asserting my right. No, I'm a nice guy. I'm a really nice guy.
Am I not being?
You are, but I don't have to. I don't have to do that. Now, tell me why you put me over.
Yeah.
That's why I said assume the position.
Back, lock the doors, or went up a little bit too. I just did that. I'm going to a friend's house in Columbia right now.
I'm like, just give me your goddamn license.
I just took a 1,200-mile round trip. Jamie knows that. I sent him all the information, whatever.
Look, he's got it out and ready. He's just, you know.
I was not reckless driving.
Lost all officer discretion about 10 minutes ago.
I let off. I saw you way back there, sitting back there. I have you on video.
In their minds, knowing your rights and demanding transparency is meaning that you are anti-government.
Right there.
Yes.
In this case, it means you're a fool because he doesn't know his rights.
Doesn't.
No, I'm not.
Not at all. He's completely and utterly wrong.
No. There's no reason to step out either. There's no reason either. No. I can give you my license, but I'm not stepping out of the vehicle. No. It's very dangerous for me to be out stepping.
Whoa. I can give you my license, or you start the vehicle. Give me your license. No. What the fuck, dude?
Now, you know, in this situation, you don't know me. I don't know you. No.
No.
I know, because that works all the time. No, sir.
No license. It's not a
No,
lawful
sir. You
command.
can't arrest me.
No.
It's not going to work for me today, sir.
No. There's no reason for this.
Maybe it's an ID.
Resisting arrest compounded.
Oh yeah, he's
my gun's over there.
Oh, gun.
There's
Okay.
no reason for this.
That makes it better.
Brand new license. Jamie just got
Could
me
that
this
be a
license.
threat?
Do not do that.
A veiled, maybe. My gun's over there. Interesting.
Yeah, well, that was his second. That was his first mistake, not identifying that he had a firearm.
You did this to my son. Get out of the truck. No. There's no reason.
Definitely resisting arrest.
I'd have had my taser.
There you go, obey a lawful command. Get out of the truck.
There's no
Get out of the truck.
Right there. No.
Grab that hair.
Stop.
Oh, comes.
Stop.
They get away with murder by claiming that.
Yep, here it comes.
Get out of the truck.
Well, he's just an idiot. He has this coming.
Jamie Atkins right now. Get out of the truck.
He has
I have
this
my
coming.
license on. I didn't have a
I'm lucky. He's lucky he hasn't got tased yet. Look, how many opportunities does this guy have to not get tased?
Half a dozen at least.
Right now. No.
He even put his taser away to not tase him.
Stop it. There's no reason for this bullshit now.
I tried to tell you that. You smell like you've been drinking.
No, I'm not
Get out of the truck.
No.
Now that he's got the seatbelt off, it's time to come back out with that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Pain compliance.
Get out of the vehicle.
Tase me. Tase me. That shit don't bother me. You understand?
Wow.
Get out of the truck.
Wow. Damn. Tase him and it didn't work.
Stop it. Look, stop
Fucking
it.
soldier
Quit
here.
reaching. Quit reaching.
I'm not
Quit reaching. Quit
My
trying to put
gun
your
is over
goddamn.
there. Stop it. Stop it.
That's a tough
Fighting with the
motherfucker right there.
officer with a gun in the truck.
De-escalate.
Haysburg.
You hear me?
Haysburg, give me some assistance here. I need assistance.
Yeah, you should have called for
Stop
assistance a little bit ago.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Stop moving.
I ain't done anything.
Haysburg, I need some assistance. Highway 98, westbound.
I haven't done anything.
You got a subject.
That's
don't want
and that's your
There is an
problem.
exceedingly amount of videos where cops act like as if rules and laws don't apply to them.
Haysburg, I need some assistance.
Stop it.
Get out of the truck
Okay,
now.
you saw me.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me. You saw me. It rode.
Get out of the truck.
You saw me at Rose's Barbecue one
I don't
time.
care.
I'm not a violent person.
When you're
You
about to
are being violent.
get out of the truck.
No. No.
Get out of the truck.
No.
That is keys he tossed a minute ago?
Yeah, he put them on the windshield outside.
Dashboard.
No, he put them out. He threw the cop threw them out on the windshield outside. He got him.
I'm here to help.
Oh, civilian.
Put your hand, boy. Come on, I'll kick your ass. Put your hands behind your back.
No. No. No.
Come on, fat boy.
Oh, the cop said, yeah, the cop says, put your hands behind my back. He says, no. So, okay, well, fine, kiss me. No. Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally gonna get resisting arrest. That's for goddamn sure.
He was resisting arrest when he was sitting in the truck.
Yeah, he was. He's yeah.
He's done. He's done.
How many charges are there? I mean, he amassed a lot of charges over.
Yeah. Resisting arrest. What else has he done?
Just the idea he resisted arrest with a gun in the car.
Yeah, and yeah, he didn't identify that he had a gun in his car when he was first pulled over.
And then he told, but still, that's dangerous.
Yeah, that officer has shown quite a bit of restraint.
Oh yeah, they showed a lot of restraint.
I can't breathe. You're breathing.
Oh God.
Quit pushing on me. Stand up. I'm
Yeah,
not
you can
resisting.
fucking breathe, you lunatic.
You never told me I was under arrest. Disorderly conduct.
Definitely disorderly conduct.
Unlawful throwing to the butt crack.
So,
I couldn't
Rolando,
resist.
What's up? What's up?
So have you watched this?
Yeah, I seen this video.
What did you think of it?
All right, so it comes to a point when if I were to know that if a cop said, "Hey, I'm about to lock you up," usually when I'm threatening to get arrested, I just say, "Do it." But I would have gotten out of the car. Like, you have to. That's definitely a lawful order when a cop asks you to, whether you agree with it or not.
Well, also when he asks you to produce your ID, your driver's license, and your proof of insurance, stop is detention, a lawful detention, and they don't have to tell you why they stopped you.
Oh, whoa! Yes, they do. Yes.
No, they don't. No,
they don't. They don't.
No, they don't. Even here, they don't have to do that.
You're going to have to cite your local state statute on that one.
In general, they will tell you why they pulled you over.
Yeah, generally they will.
Well, this is the thing, right? If they can't articulate a crime or a violation for stopping you, it's not a lawful stop. So they have to.
Excuse me. At what point and what statute do you have in your state that says an officer must identify what violation you are committing up until the point that you're before a judge or a magistrate?
So, hold on, repeat the last part again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of any state or U.S. territory where there is a statute that says an officer must identify why he detains you, why he is arresting you until you are either being booked or before a judge or magistrate. That's when he's got to articulate it. That's the only two points.
So do you mean
in many states, he doesn't have to tell you while you're being booked. He has to state it in front of the judge or magistrate on your initial hearing.
All right. So basically what you're saying is a cop can come up to me and say, "Come here, get in these handcuffs," and not give me any explanation until I go to jail, and I'm supposed to comply and it's supposed to be okay?
No,
pretty much absolutely, yeah.
This is during a traffic.
No, it does not work that. No, I don't know the statute. I don't know the statute off the top of my head. I will look it up. But
yeah, please do. And if you find it, let me know.
That is completely not true, because you have to be told what you're violating before you even have to identify yourself. He has to. A cop can't walk and identify you. A cop can't walk up and say, "Give me
You're
your ID,"
driving a car. He has the right
Excuse me, but in at least a dozen, actually more than a dozen states, there are stop and ID statutes that an officer can walk up to you and demand your ID if
Well,
he
there's
suspects
13.
you, if he has reasonable suspicion. The articulable doesn't apply until he has you before a magistrate.
No, bro. Oh man, I literally thrive off of that. That's why you have ID refusal videos. This one's a terrible example. But
No, it's not.
You're basically saying cops can say, "Hey, come here," and we're free people, and not tell us why they're taking us somewhere. No, it doesn't work that way. No, they have to tell you for you to have to know.
You've been watching too much TV.
Huh?
When they're operating a motor vehicle, they have the right to do that.
They have the right to identify you. If they pull you
when you're on the
over,
street, they can't do that. When you're operating a motor vehicle, each state allows the cop to be able to detain you and throw you in the back of their cruiser without saying a damn word.
No, they
no.
That sounds crazy.
No, they can't.
Right, cops are superheroes. Then they can just
They can't throw you.
They can just pick these guys. These guys make mistakes all the time.
Anyway, let's start this off with a base. The basic thing is, the moment those lights come on behind you, you are being detained.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. Traffic stop
Secondary
is
to
illegal.
that, when an officer asks you for your driver's license, registration, and insurance card, I don't know of any state in the union that doesn't say in statute that you must either display or surrender them.
Hold on. Did you have to display or surrender your license and registration? Hold on. Say that one more time. You don't have to display your license or registration?
No, you do.
In every of the 50, you tell the story then. You're speaking for me.
No, so so you agree that it's a detainment. So when you're detained, you have to produce your ID, correct?
Correct. When there's a lawful stop, yes.
So then we agree that traffic stop is a legal detainment, then, correct?
Correct. If he can articulate why he stopped you, yes, because there's no other way for you to know if he doesn't.
You're putting on way too much on it. When you're stopped, you're already detained. A traffic stop is a detainment. So once you're detained, you must produce your ID and your insurance and all that stuff.
All right, excuse me. Talking here about a traffic stop, not a stop on the street. Now, would somebody please mute so that we don't hear ourselves twice?
Yeah, someone's got YouTube on.
We're discussing the traffic stop, not a stop and ID on the street.
Bro, you're like talking to the expert of being on the other end of a traffic stop. Like, I'm not just like the guy who heard someone say this and saying this. I've read this in law books.
But how often have you got away with not ID?
That's where my knowledge excels at, is in a traffic stop. It definitely in my state.
How often have you got away with not showing your driver's
laws that support what I'm saying? While there's 13 states that are stop and ID states, that goes against federal law. So, I mean, federal law trumps state law all the time. There's technically no stop and identify state.
I'm not going to try to prove a negative, because I know there is no federal law that mandates that you carry ID. I can agree on that. There are several states that mandate it, but nothing federal. And in those several states that have stop and ID statutes, all he needs is reasonable suspicion. He does not have to articulate it. And we're not talking about
Hello, I can't hear
a
nothing.
stop and ID on the street. We're talking about a traffic stop. I don't know of any state. No, he's gone.
Oh, he's having audio issues. But no, I mean he's confused. I think he thinks we're talking about just stopping someone out on the street, which no, they can't just stop you on the street. And
No,
unless it's a stop and ID state, then yes, they can.
right. But the thing is, he got past that when he started saying he's a professional at having been stopped by police. So
then he
that's
went back
fine.
he went back to the stop and ID section, which
Yeah, I
had
know.
nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Yeah. Well,
All right, no, he's coming back. Hold on, let me get him.
And the
principle of it,
legality.
the principle of it is once those lights go on, entertainment. And depending on
Bonner, can you turn YouTube down?
I'm not
courtesy
listening.
is common courtesy in a panel. You mute yourself unless you're talking.
Yeah, you got YouTube going in the background. Can you close the YouTube browser, Rolando?
You don't have to close it. You just have to mute it.
Or just mute it. Mute it or close the browser.
My mic was muted for like the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, I know. And that's when the sound went away. But it's all right. I think you turned it down now, so I think we're good. All right. So let's go back to a base here. First off, we all can agree here that a traffic stop is a legal detainment. Yes. Everyone can agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah, totally agree.
Rolando, you can agree with that? Yeah? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, and when you are under illegal detainment, you are required to show your ID. So therefore, by understanding of it, when you are pulled over, you are required to show your driver's license, not only your driver's license, but your proof of insurance to the officer. And they don't have to tell you why they pulled you over, because that's just you can look this up online. You can see it. They don't have to show you. Now, if it was a regular stop, just not on your car, yeah, then they gotta find a reason. But for purposes of a traffic stop, they ain't gotta tell you shit.
And the legality of that traffic stop is determined by the judge, not by the trooper, and not by the occupant of the vehicle.
And the interesting part about it is the moment he decides to turn on those lights and pull you over, he's already got to have probable cause to issue a ticket.
Yep.
Let alone reasonable suspicion. I don't know of any police officer that's going to say, well, I think I saw him violating some traffic violation. No, he's going to have it in his head that, yes, he saw you violate some sort of traffic regulation.
Right? Because if not, he's going to get in some shit with the judge when he tries
Hold
to,
on. So what if a cop? So if a cop pulls me over and say he pulls me over for being suspicious, which isn't against the law, I have to identify. You're telling me that that's a lawful traffic stop because it happens and that it's not lawful. You don't have to identify yourself or anything, and the only way you get there is by asking, and because the cop has to tell you. That's the only way that we're protected. That's the only way as citizens were protected from an illegal traffic stop, or from an illegal detainment on the street. If a cop
the only
stops you,
way, excuse me, the only way you're protected is when you file a 1983 suit. Because if he wants to, he can invent whatever he wants, but he's got to be able to prove it in court. And the problem with that is 9 times out of 10 is that a local judge, especially, is going to believe the officer over you.
Yeah.
The only way around it is to appeal it if you have evidence thrown, like a witness or video, that you did not violate any well, whatever it is he accuses you of violating when he issues you the citation.
Yeah, all
So
right. Hey,
so
look.
essentially,
I'm
if a
just gonna
cop,
get y'all to look. There literally is a video on YouTube, right, where I gave this cop a lot of kudos. Why? He pulled me over because my paper tags, he said they were not legible. So in my mind, when he told me that, I'm like, all right. And I know I'm not about to identify myself because I have nothing to do with. I don't write my own tags. It's not my responsibility. They're where they're supposed to be, displayed properly. And the cop goes. He looks at my tag. And he says, okay, we're all good. Have a good day with no identification. Now, every traffic stop, I go through the books, and I have a few lawyers I work with when they're available. But I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's a federal thing, but in my state, in Maryland, there's no cops that's pulling me over without telling me why, because I'm not going to identify myself if he can't give me a legal reason. If he pulls me
Now,
over and say my tag light and I don't agree with it, that's different. You
Yeah,
argue
but
that in
you're
court.
judging the legality of the reason. You're not the judge.
I do know the legality. So look. So that
You're
brings up.
not the
That
judge.
brings
You're
up.
not the judge.
It does not matter if I'm not the judge. Ignorance is
Yes,
no
it
excuse
does.
of the law. How is
Yes, it
it?
does.
Ignorance is no excuse of the law. If you do
He
commit a
doesn't
crime
have.
right now, can I speak? If you commit a crime right now and you didn't know it was illegal, you're going to be held 100% accountable. It is our job as the citizens to know the law. So to say that you're not a lawyer or you're not a judge and you can't determine what you're going to do, these are choices we make, and they're choices the cops make. It is your choice to make that. It's your natural right to make the choice, and it's your legal right if this cop doesn't have a legal reason to buck. You don't have to pull your pants down. If a cop pulls me over and say, you know what, you just look like you were having too much fun, he is not going to get my ID, and there's no law that's going to punish me for that. And the you're really saying, I mean, listen to what you're saying. Like, step out
I
of the
know
bus
what I'm
for a
saying.
second and say a cop can
The
say
judge
whatever
is
he
the
wants.
only one who can tell you the legality of that stuff. Period. You
Or the
can't.
law books, can, because it's written. The law's written. These judges aren't
The
gods who know the
judge.
law and you have
The
no access
judge.
to it.
The
You
judge.
have access to the law. You
It's the
can.
judge. It's the judge.
Okay, it's a law
It's
book.
the judge.
You can read it. You can repeat it as
It's
many
the
times you want. It
judge.
doesn't change.
It's
It
the
doesn't change.
judge.
Words are on paper. The law's written. You can what you can repeat. It's the judge a million times. That doesn't change that you should know the law as a citizen. As a citizen, it's
It's
your
the
duty to
judge who
know the law
determines
and to
the
vote.
legality of the stuff, not you.
Yes, to judge the
Even
legality,
if you
not
are
to
a lawyer,
determine,
you
not to
have
determine
hold on,
you.
guys,
You said determine
one
the
at a time.
legality. Now
One
you're
at a
saying
time.
judge the legality. There's a difference between judging the legality and and determining. The law
No,
determines the law.
you're talking in circles.
No, this
You're
is what you
talking in
said. You
circles.
said that. I didn't put words
Okay,
in your
hold
mouth.
on.
You said
Okay,
it.
guys, hold on, guys. All right, so look, we're gonna take a look at this is a video that says the top 10 driver's license myths. This discusses what we were talking about. So we're gonna take a look at this, and then you'll see what we were talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and get this started.
Once again to Leto's Law. Here's Steve Leto.
I've posted over 1,000 videos, and in several dozen of them, I've addressed driver's licenses, driving laws, and other things involving automobiles on the roadways of America. And almost every day, I get someone who chimes in the comment section below one of my videos about driver's licenses and the law involving driver's licenses. And so I've decided today to do a top 10 list, the top 10 myths about driving or driver's licenses. And, they call them driver's licenses someplace, driver licenses someplace, or driving licenses. But the point is, the top 10 myths, these are not true, but these are statements that people will post daily somewhere on my channel underneath the thousands of videos. And these are in no particular order. I'm not going to do a David Letterman to put funniest one at the top. These are simply 10 myths that I hear all the time that are not true. Number one, the federal definition of driving is a professional driver. Therefore, no one who is amateur driving does not need a driver's license. And of course, the federal definition of driving, often yank, is out of the USC section on hijacking.
and it's under the criminal code. Does not address regular people who are driving and does not address driver's licenses in general. It simply defines a driver with respect to hijacking. So if you claim you're hijacking, that's when prosecuted under the federal code. If you're a professional driver, yes, that definition applies to you. That definition, however, does not have anything to do with regular people's driver's licenses. So there you go. Number 2, it's all maritime law. Now, this one actually gets thrown in both on driver's licenses and courts. For some odd reason, this really, really weird, like matrix theory type conspiracy thing popped up on the internet about 10 years ago, that everything is actually maritime law. The gold fringe flag is an admiralty flag. The judges in the courtroom are up there, and they're actually in the bow of a ship. And when you enter the dock, see, it's all code, you're actually operating within maritime law. So the sooner you figure out the maritime law, the sooner you can get out of court. The problem is they use regular law books in court, and none of that's maritime law. So this maritime law stuff is just nonsense. Number 3, traveling is constitutionally protected. Therefore, you cannot inhibit my ability to travel. Number 1, traveling is not actually laid out as something you have the right to do in the Constitution. But number 2, traveling is simply moving around. And that is true. You're allowed to move about the country at your leisure. The method in which you do it, however, can be controlled the same way the FAA controls airplanes. And I've had people say, no, Steve, I can drive on the roadway because traveling. Doesn't say that in the Constitution, does it? Besides that, in that case, could you drive an army tank down the street? Well, that's not reasonable. Well, if you can do it in a car, why can't you do an army tank? So traveling, the ability to move around, again, might be something you're allowed to do. How you do it is absolutely something that the courts have upheld countless times, and they can require driver's licenses. So the idea that you don't need a driver's license, all you're doing is traveling, is just silly. Number 4, there's no law that actually says you need a driver's license. Show me the law. I've had people write to me from almost every state in the country now and say, Steve, show me the law in South Carolina. Show me the law in Idaho. I had a guy bet me money. He goes, you can't show me the law in California. I found it in less than 30 seconds. I sent it to him and he stopped corresponding with me. I'm like, dude, you owe me some money. In almost any state, simply type in Michigan law, driver's license requirement, and up will pop MCL 257. I forgot the number, but every state's got one. There is a law on the books. So the idea that there's no law that actually says that, show it to me. Most people say that when they don't think you're carrying around law books. Nowadays, most people are carrying around smartphones. You can Google it, and ruin that argument very, very quickly. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Driver is defined in Black's Law Dictionary as someone who drives professionally. Therefore, that trumps everything. Dictionaries are not the law. Black's Law Dictionary is not the law. And they always point out the oldest Black's Law Dictionary, not the most modern Black's Law Dictionary. Why would you consult a 100-year-old archaic book that's out of print when even the books that have replaced it define driver better? But Black's Law Dictionary is not the law. Again, it is simply a dictionary. Okay, number 6. Number 6, the Supreme Court has ruled that there are no driver's licenses necessary. And I have people keep sending me the same cases over and over and over again. And number 1, the cases they send me are not Supreme Court cases. I've said this before, I did an entire video on this. To find out if a case is a Supreme Court case, you look at the citation, and citation will be a number, U.S., and a number. If it has anything else other than U.S. in there, it's not a U.S. Supreme Court case. I get cases out of Virginia, cases out of Chicago. Those aren't Supreme Court cases. The Supreme Court has never ruled. And one of the reasons that this myth won't die is if you Google the phrase Supreme Court driver's licenses, up will pop a website with a photograph of the 9 Supreme Court justices, and it says, Supreme Court's ruled you don't need a driver's license. And down below it lists a bunch of cases that are not Supreme Court cases. And people who are not aware of how this works goes, hey, there's a website. The website said so. Number 7, you cannot be convicted of a driving offense or a traffic offense or a civil infraction involving a driving offense because there's no victim. Show me the victim. I get that one a lot. In fact, that's the one that inspired today's video. Someone posted that underneath a bunch of my videos yesterday. Show me the victim. Show me the victim. I can picture them doing this. Show me the victim. Courts have repeatedly ruled that regulations can be put in place to protect society. And if you break such a regulation, you can be held accountable for it. And if you say, who's the victim? Show me the victim. Well, the courts are basically saying the victim is society. Okay. I don't want people doing some things in my neighborhood, and I'm glad they passed laws against it. And so when somebody does that in my neighborhood and they get arrested, technically I'm the victim because I was in the neighborhood. It's my neighborhood. It's not that complicated, people. But show me the victim. Huh? Show me the Supreme Court case that says all laws must have victims. Number 8, police need to tell you why they pulled you over. And if you watch the videos, in particular on YouTube, of sovereign citizens who actually videotape themselves and post it, making it, like they think it makes them look.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about. He's just now, and Rondo's not even there, is he? Oh, okay. Here's the part where we're talking about where he's asking if they need to tell you when you're pulled over. So here we go.
Smart. Police officer walks up the car, goes, driver's license, registration, and the sovereign citizen goes, why? What did I do wrong? Cop goes, license and registration. Why? What did I do wrong? Now, they could do that all day long, and they often do, but figuratively speaking. But there's no law. It says police officer has to tell you why he pulled you over. There's no law. Show me that law. Better, the Supreme Court has specifically said the police don't have to tell you anything unless they charge you with a crime. They don't have to. They don't have to tell you. Now, a police officer can tell you if he wants to, but the idea that you don't have to give him your license until he tells you why he pulled you over is an absolute fallacy. And in fact, most states, all of them as far as I know, require you, when asked by a police officer and you're on the roadway, to provide them a driver's license to prove that you are licensed to drive. You must do so upon demand of a police officer. It doesn't say upon demand of a police officer after he's told you why he pulled you over and you've agreed with him. It would fall apart if they actually required that. Can you imagine that?
That would be weird.
So police do not need to tell you why they stopped you. Number 9.
Okay, so there we go. We're just that takes care of that right there. So, does anyone? I mean, obviously, I'm sure you could disagree with it, but now you at least see that they don't have to, right?
I mean, I see that video with that guy saying
he's a lawyer.
I mean,
and he gave you some court case,
and if this guy was on there talking about, I'm going to still research that.
Fair
I don't
enough.
just listen.
No, I understand. That's fair enough.
People online and say that would be like, but I mean, that'd be really interesting. I'm really interested in it. I'm gonna definitely do my research. But yeah, and as far as I know, ain't no cop getting mine.
And I can understand that because you want to protect yourself against the cops that are going to do something, dirty to you. I get that, but unfortunately, the way it is right now, you have to show your ID, even if you don't agree with why you're being stopped, or you think you're stopped for some nefarious reason or whatnot. But yeah, do the research on that and let us know. Definitely come back and let us know what you found out.
I definitely will. They hold on, this fucking dog.
I can quote a case for you. In fact, they put it in a private chat right in Maryland.
Which one is it? The Velocity versus State?
That's it. That's the URL in Google Scholar.
Okay, I'll go ahead and copy this. I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah, I just copied it.
It's all in print. Yeah, okay, yeah. So if anybody else was interested in looking up what he's talking about, here it is. In case you are like him and are like, no, that doesn't sound right. So there we go. What's up, Taco? Welcome back.
Now that does not specifically deal with whether or not he has to tell you. That basically deals with their right to pull you over and also do something called a field sobriety test if he has reasonable articulable suspicion that you're under the influence of something.
Yeah, but you don't have to take the field sobriety test either.
Depends on the state. You got to be careful when you say something like that. It
What states-
depends on the
what
state.
states
Here in
require
New
it?
Jersey, I can refuse a sobriety test. I cannot refuse a breathalyzer.
Hmm.
If I do,
So-
automatic suspension for 6 months.
Oh yeah, that's how it is in Maryland. If you refuse the sobriety test, yeah, it's your license is suspended.
No,
There's-
you didn't hear me. Sobriety test is one thing. Breathalyzer is another. A sobriety test will confirm reasonable suspicion. It doesn't confirm probable cause because it's not really evidence because it's subjective. It's the officer's opinion whether or not you pass each individual part of the sobriety test. A breathalyzer test, however, is empirical evidence of your state of inebriation for alcohol. And there are other tests that are for other drugs, and there are tests that are in development for pot now because you've got states that have legalized it. And they're going to have the problem of proving someone's under the influence of THC to a point where they're incapable of driving. And none of that's been to court yet.
Now, when you're talking about the breathalyzer, you're talking about when they take you down to the station and perform this test?
Not even on the side of the road.
Yeah, if the officer happens to be equipped with one, he can do it right there.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Because I know what I was reading about it was you can deny the test, but if they take you out to the station and deny it, then you're committing a crime.
Well, they can they can also mandatorily, once you're under arrest, they can have blood pulled.
Yeah, that you cannot
Well,
deny. You can't deny that.
Yeah, like state to state, the majority of states say that because driving is a privilege, you get it through the state. That's what you sign off when you get your license. If you don't do the breathalyzer or the blood test, yeah, it's immediate license suspension for 6 months or sometimes a year. I forget. And they
different for each state.
yeah, and there's no criminal punishment for it. There's no fine or penalty
Yeah,
for
well,
it.
it's on your permanent record that you refused, and of course, the arrest itself is on your permanent record. You may go through if you are found innocent, you may go through the expungement procedure, which is also expensive, but the NCIC never forgets. Once you've been arrested, that goes into the National Crime Intelligence Center, and every state in the union can pull up that record.
I mean, how would it hurt you because you denied a test? There's no punishment for
Depends
it
on the
other than losing
statute in your
license.
state.
There's no criminal punishment for not doing the breathalyzer.
Yeah,
There
loss
is.
of your license.
That's not criminal punishment. That's a loss of your driving privileges. There's a different criminal punishment is a fine or incarceration.
Any incarceration is a crime. You've been found guilty of a crime. If you're incarcerated, yeah, you've been found guilty of a crime.
You don't
That's
get
the simple way of looking
incarcerated
at it.
for not doing a breathalyzer test is what I'm saying. There's no crime. It's not a crime not to. There's a punishment for it, but there's not a criminal. There's not criminal.
Depending on the municipality, you can get pulled over on a Friday night after hours and not be able to see a magistrate until Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
That's just within getting arrested for a DUI. I'm not saying. I'm just saying if I get pulled over for a DUI, drunk, whether I'm drunk or not, if I deny that test, what's going to happen is the punishment that comes from just denying the test is to lose your license. There's no criminal fine or there's no fine or it's not an it's not an offense at all. You can't get incarcerated for not taking the test. There's no criminal punishment. That's all I'm saying. The DUI itself, of course, there's a criminal punishment, but not just for not taking the test or anything like that. That's just that's a loss of your license. You signed that over when you got it.
yeah, so that's good. I'm glad we were able to get and show you, at least give you some homework to find out if if it's true or not for you. I know it's true because like I said, I've looked it up. Because I was curious about it too.
I'm gonna
It
look
doesn't
it
sound
up.
right. It
I'm gonna look
doesn't
it up.
sound right. I
I'm
know
gonna
it
look it
doesn't
up.
sound right. Though. I'm with you on that one. It doesn't sound
And
right, but it's
I'm gonna look it up. You know why I think why it's crazy to me is because I've been in situations where I haven't done it, and I know these cops are mad at me, and I'm like, well, why didn't they lock me up? I'm always Mister. If I'm doing something wrong, then lock me up. That's what our tax dollars pay you for. Then let's
it's
go to
probably
jail.
it has a lot to do with the fact that you're sitting there, you got a camera, or maybe sometimes you don't have a camera, and you're coming off as if you really, and the cops don't really know. They can't cite it to you, so they're not going to try and push the issue. See what I'm saying? I've actually seen videos at stop and ID states where people were like, "I'm not going to show my ID. I don't have to. Tell me why I have to," and the cops don't tell them why because the cops just treat it like it's not true. So I mean, I can see a situation of that happening where the cop doesn't necessarily know that yes, you have to give this, and they didn't know, so they didn't push it. That would be my guess in those situations.
But
I mean,
excuse me. According to a Maryland criminal lawyer, uh, for a first-time refusal, your license is going to be suspended for 120 days. If it is a second or subsequent refusal, then the suspension will be for 1 year. It can be a very long time that the person's privilege to drive will be suspended, and they cannot get that suspension modified. And this is
that's
this is
crazy.
lawyer site in Maryland.
I need to read up. That shit is crazy. I mean, does that sound like okay? like that shit sounds crazy.
Oh no, I'm
That's
with
actually
you.
scary. That's actually
I'm with
scary.
you. With you, it's questionable. I would agree, but it kind of is what it is. Which is another thing why I think will behoove you to really take this stuff to the courts and try and get the shit changed, or else it's not going to get changed. You know what I mean? I mean, if you have an issue with it, that's why you take it up the chain of command, and get something like that changed.
Yeah, you
Well, I mean, you know what? Like stuff like that literally changes after someone goes to jail. That's where we get case laws from vague. Like, well, that's not vague if it's spitting it out the way that guy said it in that video. But there's a lot there. That's why we have Mims versus Pennsylvania and stuff like that. That those laws get changes after someone goes to jail and goes through some bullshit first. That's
Yeah, well, that can happen if you go to a court of appeals and the court of appeals finds the law unconstitutional. But the way to get a law changed is to go to your representatives, have them amend the law. And you best not have a CDL, commercial driver's license, and refuse it in the state of Maryland. As if you do, you can have your CDL disqualified at a minimum for 1 year, life if it's a subsequent offense.
damn, that's crazy.
No, that's the way your laws in Maryland are written.
I mean, they're crazy.
Well, then all I can tell you is go talk to your however
I mean, I ain't complaining
legislature is
about it.
set up and talk to your
I'm
reps.
just saying that's wild. That's scary. That's wild. I definitely got to do my research because I'm gonna be suspended because I'm never going to do that. And the I mean, you can. This is the thing, right? You guys are like definitely obviously against auditors and people who stand up for their rights.
Yeah,
No,
that's
When
fine.
you go,
Stand up for your rights. Just make sure
no,
you're legal while doing it.
no.
I
See,
mean,
now you're generalizing. You're generalizing.
You're right. You're right. I am generalizing, but um, given the benefit of the doubt that you know what I'm saying, like there's a it's just scary. Like it's scary.
Hey,
go to the House of Representatives and get this change. Man, you got 10 years to do that shit. You got kids and
hey,
jobs and stuff like that. Man,
I fought from 2000. Hey,
I'll stand for my
excuse me.
rights for y'all. For that
I
law, I'll
fought.
stand for my rights, and if I go to jail, I'll fight for it that way. I'll do that for
But you're
y'all. I'll
not
do
going to
that for
win. But
everybody.
you're not. You're saying. You're standing up for preconceived rights, non-existent non-existent rights at this point. You need to
I'm talking
change the
about
current set of rights.
I'm talking about as far as that law being changed. Like if I was in that situation, yeah, I'm definitely prepared to go all the way to to get that changed that way.
Your state Supreme Court is a court of appeals. Whether you know it or not, that's basically what a state Supreme Court is. It doesn't hear cases until the lower lower district courts have done their deal, and basically you got to find a mistake by the judge and or the prosecutor before the state Supreme Court will even hear it, or any really Supreme Court or federal appeals court will hear it. You have to find a mistake of law by the jurist or the prosecution before they'll even hear it. Believe me, although there's been a whole lot more cases in appeals courts that have been refused to be heard, actually been heard.
Yeah, I think that shit's crazy. That shit's crazy.
That's
a scary
I say
one.
when I'm done with every panel, reality bites, and I just got to be ahead of you so I don't get bit.
Hold on, think about this for a second.
Hold on. I know this is the guy who I was talking to a couple of nights ago when we were talking about why do you exercise your rights and why you shouldn't, because it's you already have the right.
I don't think so, but I've been on so many panels. Who knows?
No, it's all good. Nah,
The one thing that you'll find with me is I don't change my name. This NJ Diver's been on the internet since the 1990s.
That's what's up. No, I was just asking because when I don't get it, because all right, when you have a law like that is scary. It's really, really scary. So when you got, and that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, because you have to educate people. There's some people who don't see that as an issue. There's people who don't get pulled over often, and they don't care about it. It's not an issue to them.
Very true.
Videos like mine educate and lets those people know who don't go through it, and they're like, oh shit. And then keys on computers and on phones get moving. You need you need more than yourself. I mean, one man can do it, but it's harder than it has to be. It's harder than it has to be. That's oh man, I can only imagine. There's been about 5 times then that I could have been arrested for like a cop telling me you need to produce this, and I'm like, hold on, man. I know I had cruise control on. I didn't swerve. Everything's legit with my car. What could he pull me over for?
Well, unfortunately,
he needs a probable cause to issue you a ticket, but necessarily just to get your ID, he doesn't need it, or proof of insurance.
It depends on the state again. To stop an ID with a motor vehicle, 99 times out of 100, I would have to say he needs probable cause before he can pull you over. You have to be violating something.
There isn't no 99. That is the law. Hell yeah, you damn right. You damn right. You need a probable cause to stop people. That's yeah, you are 100% right. I ain't not 99%. We're free people. You can't stop people for no reason. That's why
I
it's
can't
crazy.
speak for every state. I can only speak for New Jersey.
Oh, they need it here too.
Yeah, like I say, every case I've looked at outside of New Jersey, it's that way as well. But I'm not going to speak from lack of knowledge.
Oh, that's what's up.
I mean, I've been pulled over for no real reason other than the cops suspected me of doing this or doing that. And in the one case, said I ran a red light. And I said, no, I didn't. When I turned into it, it was green. When I pulled into the intersection, it was orange. And I was making a right-hand turn. I didn't see it change to red unless that light back there has a split-second change between yellow and red, and that in itself is illegal. And basically, she was also trying to it was the holiday season, and I'm sure she wanted to get a whiff of my breath. So I leaned into the window and gave her a good snootful of garlic because I had a heavily garlic dinner just before. I just hope she liked garlic, and she and then when she came back and saw that I hadn't had anything on my license, she didn't have her book with her, so I knew I was off the hook. But she was still trying to push it, getting me to admit it. And I said, "Well, if you'd like, we can go back." I'm not exactly sure which one they went into, but those 4 or 5 gentlemen you saw walking down the sidewalk next to me are my coworkers, and we can get their witness statements as well. And that's when she really backed off.
Man, I'm
And I mean,
glad
that's the truth.
you
I mean, I had just come from a dinner party with my coworkers. We did it every Christmas season, and I just because of my ailments, I don't drink, and I take 2 medications that are it says right there on the bottle, do not consume alcohol while taking this medication. So I don't drink. Although I do have a beer to celebrate family occasions, and only then I'll drink it if I'm not driving, and that's 1 beer with dinner. And yeah, there, Mr. Bass. Just to give you a little background on me, I spent 19 years of my life from I should say 18 years of my life from shortly after I was 1 year old till I was about 19 and went in the service. I lived with a police officer, my father. So believe me, I heard all kinds of stories every night at dinner.
What's up, Sean?
How you doing? You always try driving in this state, Utah. It's .05 here.
Yeah, that's nasty.
I do
It's
not even leave the house on 1 beer. Forget
it's
it.
it's .08 in Maryland.
Yeah, it's .08, but pretty much everywhere in the U.S. But this is Utah, of course, and
Oh yeah, you guys can't buy alcohol on Sundays, right?
yes, you can. You can buy
Oh, okay.
beer on Sunday. You can't buy wine and liquor on Sunday.
Why
Oh,
not
that's
wine if
interesting.
you can do
What?
beer?
Yeah,
Not
that's
wine if you
Okay,
can
crazy.
do beer.
well, this is what happened. Beer used to be 3.2 at the grocery store, and the heavier beer was at the liquor store. Well, last year, Bud, Coors, and Miller all came to the state of Utah and said, "Hey, you're the only state we're making 3.2 beer for, and we're losing money. We're not going to do it anymore." And at that point, they had to make it to .05 for 5% alcohol for the grocery stores. So since November 1st of last year, which we call it a holy day, because we went to the grocery store and we were so happy to have real beer. We've been buying beer that's really good at grocery stores now. And it's cheaper than a liquor store was. But before that, it was you didn't buy 6 packs for a certain price at the liquor store. You bought them per bottle. So a 6 pack of say Pacifico, which I really like from uh, Western Mexico, was like $12 and some odd cents. That's a 6 pack.
Man, your state sucks, bro. If
Yeah, we
somebody
know.
gave me a
Oh
3.2
yes,
beer,
Utah.
I'd throw that shit.
Well, I didn't drink beer for a while, and not because
It's not even worth the
I was
calories. Oh
holy
my
all of a
god.
sudden. It was just
It's
matter of
not.
I wasn't paying for it. I was not going to pay for 3.2 beer. I refused. I used to
My,
joke with the guys who ran the grocery stores because they have a sign, "Warning: may contain alcohol," and I go up front and say, "Nobody's proven that yet."
might as well drink near beer or root beer or something like that.
Pretty much is what
Oh,
it is. Three
duels.
two. I
O'Doul's,
mean,
yep, O'Doul's.
oh, I don't understand. This whole idea of non-alcoholic beer. Why bother?
Stupid. Well,
I mean,
what kills me is now they're doing alcoholic seltzer water. It's like, really? Who wanted that?
Yeah,
Was
dude.
there
and they
really a
came out with
big?
all these different flavors. There's blueberry beer. Quit sissifying my alcohol.
Yeah,
Leave me alone. It's like that strawberry vodka. Stop it.
yeah.
It's like, but yeah, it's you don't want to leave the house on 1 beer because you don't know how they're dialed up, and that's just the way the laws are here. I mean, they give you one thing, they're going to take another thing. The day will never come that we have wine and liquor in the grocery stores because there's not a
Mhm.
conglomerate who can come to them and make them do it.
Mhm.
And you had a show on yesterday about public photography.
Uh-huh. That was fun.
For years working in Reno, and I'm sure Vegas was the same way, you could not take pictures inside a casino.
Oh, I think you still can.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Oh, you can? Okay.
They've
They
relaxed
changed it.
that years ago. Maybe in Vegas it's different than Reno was, but for years, like in a restaurant, people want to take a picture. We had to come and get authority from security to take that picture. Reason being, of course, the Sinatra rules.
All right, so let me play the rest of this video. Taze really wants us to play this because apparently there's some good stuff in it. So
Oh, this
there's
guy's
only a couple
good.
minutes.
He's real
There's only a
good.
couple minutes left of it, so
Yeah.
go ahead and finish it.
9. Calling a supervisor will help you. Now, this is not a legal one so much, but if you watch the videos of the guys at the side of the road, they'll often go, I want a supervisor. Call a supervisor.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one of those stupid tricks that they learned a long time ago. That many police departments, if you demand a supervisor at the side of the road, will actually send a supervisor. Another police officer is going to show up and go, yeah, how can I help you? He won't tell me why he pulled me over. Doesn't have to. Well, you tell me why he pulled me over. Oh, I just got here. Well, do you have your driver's license, please? Why do you pull me over? Doesn't have to tell you that. Well, I want a supervisor. I am a supervisor. I want your supervisor. I've seen them do that.
Oh, they'll go on all
They
night.
won't usually send out the supervisor's supervisor. And as you can imagine, eventually you'd wind up with the supervisor, the chief of police, the mayor, and then I guess the governor at the side of the road going, can we see your driver's license? Why do you pull me over? So calling the supervisor will not help you. And number 10, the myth is that your driver's license is a contract. See, you contracted with the state, so now you're stuck. You're stuck. You gotta follow the rules. I'm smart. I didn't contract with the state. I've got no driver's license. Therefore, they can't write me any tickets. If I could only tell you how many times I've been in court and seen people being charged and prosecuted successfully for driving without a license. Turns out there's a law against it. And the fact that you have a driver's license means that if you've done things correctly, you are legally allowed to drive. It is not a contract. Now, I could explain a contract to you, but a contract is actually a concept that they have entire classes on in law school that takes semesters to teach contract laws. I'm not going to get into all of that because I don't got that kind of time. And I doubt that you do either. But a contract generally is where two parties enter into an agreement and they exchange things to evidence the agreement. And that's a contract. Okay. And typical contract is I agree to buy a car from you. I sign a purchase agreement, give you a down payment. Somewhere down the road, I give you money, you give me a car. That's a sales contract, purchase a car. A driver's license is not a contract. It is a license. But the fact that it's a license should be pretty clear. It's not a contract. But I've had people say, well, you know, you contracted. That's a contract you entered into.
Okay.
So what's the contract?
I've been
They
told.
go, oh, the contract is that by accepting this license and you give me permission to drive, I agree to follow your laws and rules. Well, I guess I can kind of see what you're trying to say there, but the problem is that those laws and rules apply to everyone on the road, whether or not they have a license. And also, what are they a license from another state? So someone from Ohio drives into Michigan and gets pulled over by a police officer. They don't have a contract with the state of Michigan. If they had a contract with the state of Ohio. So they didn't contract. So can they just do whatever they want willy-nilly here in Michigan and get away with it? Because they have no contract with Michigan. So it's a myth that your driver's license is a contract. So one more time from the top. And I've done videos, entire videos on some of these. But number one, the federal definition of driver means that you don't need a driver's license. Nonsense. Number two, it's all maritime law anyways. It's not. Number three, traveling is constitutionally protected, which it might be, but that doesn't mean you can drive a car. Number four, no law actually says you need a license, despite the fact that all 50 states have got laws like that. Most people are just too lazy or don't know where to look. Number five, Drivers defined in Black's Law Dictionary.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much. He's just going over what you already said. So. All right. There we go.
Bullet points.
Yeah, he's just pretty much doing what he said. But yeah, okay.
Well,
Hey,
the
what is
interesting part about all
what's that
that?
guy's? Hey, what's that guy's YouTube?
Oh, what was? Hold on. Now you're gonna make me. Hey, who was that?
Hey, you put it up, you got to produce.
Yeah, you got to give him his credit.
I
Bro.
get it. Well, someone. I can't remember who it was. Lee. Lee. Something. Lee.
Go
Lee
into your
Hanner.
history and pull the site back up, and then go to his main site.
That means I gotta freaking open up a new tab. And...
Oh, gee.
Yeah, stop being lazy, bro.
With 4 or 5 times a day.
I'm just kidding.
I'm accidentally closing tabs or accidentally closing a whole bloody page.
Steve Leto. Leto. Lehto. Steve Leto.
Yeah, I've seen his videos before. They're good.
Yeah, there we go. Leto's Law. There we go.
Not quite. He's not quite as arrogant as Merbeast, but. And the funny thing is, the whole 10 points were about sovereign citizens.
Yep. Well, the one where it says the police don't have to tell you what to do. Why they stopped you. That doesn't necessarily go for a sovereign citizen. It goes for anyone that's saying any of the, I guess not the YouTube, but yeah, the YouTube lawyers and people that think they know all their rights and all that. Which, it happens. Shit. You would think Leto, so it's pronounced Leto. Okay, there we go. Leto, thanks guys. I was messing up. Leto, thank you. It's Steve Leto. I want to get trouble for saying his name wrong. I'm horrible with names anyway, so give me a break here. Yeah, so back to the beer talk because that was interesting and fun. The one thing I miss about Texas is they have some really, really good beer that they don't sell anywhere else but Texas. Really upset me. Like Bud, Anheuser-Busch. Somebody's got the stream playing again. Stuck.
I got
Man,
nine.
Kenny, play another cop video, man.
Another
You all
cop video.
silent in here.
Yeah, let's play
Hey,
another
I got a
cop
headset.
video.
Pop the topic off or something. Man.
Let's get another cop video.
The
going.
echo.
Silence is scary, bro.
All right, let's see. We'll do another auditor video. How about we'll watch? Hey, we could all watch a Josh video and see his stupidity. Of course, it's not a new one, but I'm sure everyone's been loving and wanting to hear his voice.
Oh, please.
I know, right?
I miss him.
See,
And Salmo has a new one out today.
I'm saving that because I might want to do a video on it, so I don't want to show it.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. You missed all the yelling and screaming over on Golden Eyes.
No, I was on panel there. I left.
No, I
I
saw you.
Ridiculous, yeah. It was getting kind of ridiculous, so I left.
Yeah, well, that's why I did too. I bowed out and came here.
There was just too much stupid over there, MJ.
Well, it's too not so much stupid, too much emotion.
Yeah, it was a lot of
no
emotion.
self-control.
Oh,
it was definitely a lot of emotion.
If you want to go out there and show your bleeding heart, fine. That's your thing. It's just I don't need to listen to it continuously, and that's all that's been going on this evening. There's 2 or 3 others going on right now.
It was like all adolescent and juvenile.
Hey, how you guys feel about Mr. Porter?
Who?
Mr. Porter.
Don't know
who it is.
It's a guy. He likes to stand on corners with signs, practicing his freedom of speech. And I recently ran into him. I just met him. He was walking down the sign with a sign telling our governor to suck his dick and calling him a Nazi cunt. And he's like really controversial, and
I'm on the fence with my thoughts about it. Like, I met him, I like the guy, but I'm not. Some parts I agree with it, some parts I don't. I just want to hear what the
Is he
man.
pushing? Is he pushing the obscenity law in his state?
Well, we don't have one, to my knowledge.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I haven't exactly heard anything about that.
Yeah, if you check him out, his name's Mr. Porter. Mr. spelled out Mister Porter, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I met him, and then I looked at his channel, and he makes news headlines all over the state. But it's interesting. Like, it is a practice of free speech. It's one of them things where morally you can kind of see where it's like kind of fucked up, but then it's like still legal. It's kind of where
Yeah, well, you've got that case where the guy had the T-shirt that said "fuck the draft," and that went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he won.
Yo, this shit going on.
Okay, so here's a video that Eric posted, I guess, about a police murder, mentally ill black man, broad daylight. I don't even know.
That just happened earlier this week.
I mean, man, that dude, I don't know. That guy was stupid.
Let's check it out.
14 rounds.
Yo, watch the wheel. Don't shoot the wheel. Yo, this shit crazy. You gonna smoke? Yo. Yo, watch my wheel. Yo, this shit is crazy out here. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bro, they just killed them in front of me. Oh, my God. Yo. Y'all ain't had to give him that many fucking shots. Y'all ain't had to give him that many shots. Yo, what the fuck? Yo. This shit crazy, cuz. Yo. Chill, bro. Don't get in no shit with him, bro.
Talking about, bro? It's always him.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? This fucking nutty in front of me.
Oh, that's
they pulled in the FBI on that one.
Wow.
There's rioting in more than one city because of it.
Yeah,
wait.
Philadelphia.
Didn't he have a knife in his hand?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing. He had a knife.
Yeah, that's justified, bro.
That's what I'm thinking. I like to see police body cams first before I really make a decision on that one.
Yeah.
There's I believe there's been at least one other shooting by police today.
I mean, you can say the cops didn't have to shoot him as many times, but fuck that. Like,
that was the third time they were called to his home by his mother.
That's crazy. I don't know. I seen it, and some people are making a stink about it. Some people are saying the cop could have de-escalated. Yes, I agree, he could have, but he still came at him with a knife multiple times. And
oh yeah, he was
that.
following him around.
And due to budget reasons, and due to budgetary reasons, they don't have tasers.
Dang.
Right? He was chasing with a knife. I mean, that's from what I'm understanding, everything I'm hearing is justifiable. Again, if I got the stream going.
Yeah, South Jersey, you're right. It's Steakums and Cheese Whiz.
So yeah, if I watch the police body cam and I see that it's something different, then yeah, I'll change my mind there. But from everything I'm seeing now, it seems like it's justifiable, especially because I mean, the dude, he was walking up on him, and I didn't see the knife. But if he had a knife, and that's what everyone's saying, then fuck yeah, justified for sure. And watch, people are gonna get all up in the arms about it and be like, the cops should, they're not in the position that the cops are in. It's a tough job for them, and especially due to the budgetary reasons, they don't have the tasers. They couldn't have took it to a less lethal means.
Yeah, but did you also hear about the post riot where 30 other officers were injured?
I didn't hear about that.
That's
Stop.
also what happened as well.
Mute the stream. Mute the stream, Stop. You don't have to, as long as you mute the stream or take out the browser, then we won't hear the feedback. Just close the browser. You're in StreamYard. You don't need the browser open. I mean, not the browser. I'm sorry, the YouTube browser. You don't need it open. Just go ahead and close it. That way you don't have the feedback. Takes care of that.
So, hey, what about that other video where you guys seen the one with the racist Asian guy?
I haven't. What do you have a link to it? We can check it out.
Type in "no nigger zone."
Oh boy, that sounds like an awesome video.
Hey, look, excuse me. I love this racist guy. This little guy literally says, "Look, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm a racist. This is a no nigger zone." I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah, here we go.
You're gonna love this shit.
We'll see. Doesn't sound like I'll love it.
I mean, it's a good way how a racist got handled, and it's really good.
All right, let's see what we got here. That's really low.
Why are you coming over here?
I just want to see what you guys are taking pictures of.
Why is it your business?
Oh, you know what? This is my home.
Okay, mine too. Why are you taking pictures? Are you taking pictures of me?
Michigan plates?
Yeah. Why are you taking pictures of me?
Well, you know what? We've had problems here.
I don't care. You don't know me. Why are you taking pictures of me? And I don't know you. Do you know a lot of white men are doing racist things in this world, sir?
No.
You don't know that? You're not aware of that?
I'm a racist.
You are a racist.
I'm a racist.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So
what's your
issue?
point? Why are you here?
Because this is a no nigger zone.
Not really.
Oh, is it?
Not really, sir.
Tell me.
There's not a no nigger zone. I'm here. And what
But
I'm
you
about
don't
to
live
do,
here.
what I'm
But
about
you
to
don't
do,
live here.
I do. I stay here. What I'm about to do,
Yeah.
me and my friend, we about to record our video.
Okay.
And you're not gonna do a motherfucking thing about it. Y'all hear me?
That's fine.
You're
I'll
not
tell you
gonna do
what do you
a
want to hear me say?
motherfucking thing. I don't want to hear you say nothing.
Oh, I'll tell you what though.
You just not gonna do another motherfucking thing. So,
Why?
as y'all see,
Your
can't keep
filming
the
here
camera.
doesn't stop
Yeah.
me from doing things.
It doesn't mean shit. I'm about to record my video,
Okay.
and this bitch ass nigga not gonna do anything,
Okay.
and let you try to touch me. Let you try to touch him.
Well, I wouldn't touch you.
You already disrespected me. Can you step back a little bit? I feel like you harm me.
We are 6 feet.
Yeah, no. I need you to step back. So, don't listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay your bitch ass down.
That's okay.
It's okay. I'm gonna lay you down. I'm gonna lay you down.
You are?
Yeah. So
You ain't.
just stay where you at.
You ain't man enough.
It's okay. You don't gotta think I'm man enough, my baby. Yeah, just keep it walking. And it's gonna be like that today, y'all. I hope y'all seen all of that. I am a famous YouTuber. This is actually his establishment. So anybody, y'all all know I just moved to Arizona, and this is his friend as well. So anybody that come to this establishment, y'all know what it is. Y'all know exactly what his establishment is, and y'all know where he works. And it's okay. Hey, we got money and we doing well. He mad. So we're gonna handle it like that. You saw he walked away because I got something for him and this man. But Kane, pick up your camera. We about to get this in.
Okay, that was handled quite well.
And
That's interesting.
And the guy ended up getting fired from his job. He was a real
Believe
estate
that.
agent. He ended up getting fired. They made a public announcement saying they don't tolerate racism, blah, blah, blah. And
I mean, that guy was a YouTuber who I think he has like 97,000 followers. So he just picked the wrong dude that day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
interesting considering he made threats.
I mean, he only that you think that's a threat? If you say if you approach me, I'm gonna hurt you. That's not. It's
No,
only
it's
a
what
threat if you
followed.
attempt.
It's what followed after that, plus the fact that he was poking him, almost touching with his finger in New Jersey. That's assault.
I think that's a little stretch from touching him, but
Oh,
that's
well, you
not.
got to know the difference between assault and battery.
Well, what's the what? Hold on. The first part. Where did you hear the threat? Because I heard that if he
I'm going to lay
came,
you out.
he said, "I'm gonna lay you down if you come over here and touch me."
yeah, that's what he said.
That.
And
I
then
mean,
he
that's a threat.
repeated, I'm going to lay you down without the specification.
I mean, if he touched him, he said, "All right, I'm gonna lay you down. I'm gonna lay you down." I don't know. I think that's. I don't know. If someone's at my house and or in my face and I say, "Hey, if you touch me, I'm gonna hit you." It's only a threat if you intend on touching me. Like I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, they were actually both wrong on several levels.
Yeah, I think Cover Dog had it right. The racist guy definitely was wrong. The other guy, though he handled it, I think he handled it. He handled it pretty good. But I mean, come on. At the time, he was upset. Who wouldn't be upset?
Oh, you would.
That sort of
And
situation.
you know what's
Other
crazy?
than
It
that, he
wouldn't be
handled it
right.
better than he could have handled it. That's for sure. Did he handle it perfectly? Absolutely not. But I think he handled it a lot better. It could have went completely south.
That's one of those situations where if he would have put his hands on him or something, it's not right, but you understand why. But it's not right.
Yeah,
It still doesn't make it right. But that one right there, he kind of I don't know. I think he did a good job. I think he really did a good job. And I think him saying what he said got the guy to leave.
true,
And
true.
and I think that's the only point. I mean, I feel like he had to get some type of backlash. He called him a bitch ass nigga and told him, if I'm going to keep recording this video. He flexed a little bit and he
Yeah, he
debated
escalated
outside.
it pretty good.
You said he escalated it?
Yeah, that's escalation.
I don't
It's
know
not
about that.
certainly not de-escalation.
Should he? Is he in a position to de-escalate? I mean,
Absolutely.
he's in a position to de-escalate an attack on him.
What attack? Words?
That was a racial. It was a racial attack.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so
It would be a homophobic attack. It would be a hate crime if I said something like that to a gay person. That was a racial attack. Whether it was physical or not, it was a racial attack.
yeah, and he escalated it. Luckily, the other guy knew better than to make it physical.
All right. So just
Oh,
a
that
little
and the
bit of
fact he was
background.
outnumbered.
If you watch the video, basically the guy, he wasn't talking about beating him up. He the black guy in the video, he's like he can carry legally. He's
Well,
licensed to
I'll
carry,
tell you,
and he was talking about
if
shooting.
somebody says they're going to lay me down, that to me is a threat of not only bodily harm but of death.
All right, yeah, that's how I would take it too. But I wouldn't take it as a threat. If someone said, "Hey, if you come on my yard, I'm going to shoot you," I'm not going to take it as a threat. I'm just going to say, well, if I don't go in this yard, I'm not going to get shot. And it's only a threat if those are my intents. I mean, in my opinion, I can understand how people could look at that differently, but I don't look at that as a.
I
Yeah,
think
well,
don't even look at that
just
as a
like that
threat.
couple that was defending their home from rioters
they did get
that
in
both
trouble.
got indicted.
They did. Now, I personally, he could have kept it as like, look, I'm just a secret. I'm on record. You can do what you do, and then just let him continue to talk and say his stupid shit and all that. And I think he would have been fine right there. But I think
See,
go ahead.
all right. So I know what the law says, okay, and yes, we should abide by the law. And there's certain times I honestly believe you should smack somebody. Now,
Yeah.
don't smack no one if you're not prepared for the consequences. I'm not saying you should smack them and get away with it, but there probably would not be another old guy looking like him doing that again if he got smacked. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people who he you have the Martin Luther King Jr. approach and you have the Malcolm X approach. You
Yeah.
got Martin Luther King who will let someone hit him and you know that Gandhi shit.
Mhm.
And then you have Malcolm X saying, you know what, I'm gonna do my thing, but look, if you touch me, I'm gonna touch you too. Like I don't think I look at things kind of that way. And now, don't get me twisted, and that's why my videos are different. That's why I don't just blatantly I match cops' energy. I don't just blatantly disrespect them because I feel like if I'm at work and you disrespect me, I'm going to smack you, and I expect nothing less from anyone else. I treat people the way I want to be treated. But I don't think that dude would have. I don't think he was. I think he showed great restraint and discipline for a young guy, and I mean, I think he could have used that as a time to just anything he did would have gone viral. He would have made a bunch of money. There would have been so many people who agreed with him by doing the worst. I mean, not killing him or something like that, but if he was to put his hands on that old man, there's people who really wouldn't have faulted him, and I think he did a great job just dusting off. He showed the business. That was the most. That was the worst he could have done to that man was show where he works at in his face and the actions he committed. And
Oh, absolutely. Got him
I
fired.
mean,
That was a lot
I
worse than beating him down or even the threat. I mean, what he could do this. Well, I think the best option he didn't think of, and obviously he was upset at the moment, was to not only do what he did, but maybe go to the camera and say, "Excuse me, hi, yeah, does this man work for you?" He does. Oh, that's fantastic. Do you know what he said? Do you support the certain thing? Put him on a blast right on the internet. All the millions of people would have saw that, and I think that would have had the same effect as punching him. Racist people aren't going to say it because, well, wait a minute, these people are going to walk into my job and get me fired. It would have the same effect, and it would be
Yeah, let's
it would let you
put
get in
the
trouble.
fear of ruining your life in the hands of a YouTuber. Yeah. And the funny part about it is, I know some YouTubers who have had that happen to them. Southside Slacker,
Mm-hmm.
and he's had it happen to him multiple times.
Yeah.
Not only by police, but by other YouTubers.
How did he handle it?
He's lost several jobs over it.
Mm. Southside Slackers lost jobs?
Yep, Southside Slacker 210.
That's why he's changed his ways.
Exactly. He's seen what it can happen to him on multiple occasions. And like in the beginning, he didn't feel it was going to happen to him. Well, it did multiple times. And he finally woke up and said, man, doing this is kind of stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
he
same thing
still
can
goes
happen.
out. He still cop watches. He still audits, but he does it in an entirely different manner. And like I've been saying all along, it sounds hokey, and it's a little change from the real estate, which is where it came from, real estate business. But yeah, behavior.
Yep, absolutely. So I think we all feel that he could have, handled it a little. Definitely not. He can handle it a little differently, but I mean, for the most part, I think it didn't. It definitely didn't devolve and de-escalate into a physical fighting match because he would have. Because the YouTuber would have ended up in the wrong, beating down an old guy. No matter how you look at it, he'd have been in some shit for
yeah,
that.
hell yeah, you don't get no point for beating up no old man.
Nah.
Well, he beat the old man in his pocketbook.
Yep, absolutely. So it worked out better, and he comes out maybe not like a rose, but and by the way, roses don't smell good. Just so you guys know, he doesn't
Unless you're
come out looking
allergic
like
to
a
him.
villain either.
Hey, it was funny because earlier today, I work in a barber shop. We were playing this video on the TV, and we were talking to some of the young guys, like getting their opinions on it. And we were trying to explain to them because most people who saw it were like, "Man, I would have knocked them out or something like that." And we were like, "But do you see the outcome? Like the outcome was greater than that. You would have knocked him out, and he would have knocked him out, and that old guy would have loved to see him go to jail. He would have made his day." and I mean, it was greater. It was crazy because while we were talking to him, I literally started getting attacked by how I don't educate the community from some cop's brother on one of my recent videos. That shit was like, Kenny, it was the craziest amount of YouTube content that's ever fell in my lap in my life.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Bass, are you into reading not so much case law, but would you be willing to look at a thesis written by a police lieutenant, dealing with this genre?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, let me pull it up.
Hold on, what's the genre? What genre?
Auditing.
I mean, I'd be willing to read it anyway.
Auditing.
I'm sure. Is it about to come up here now, or are you about to post the link?
I got to copy and paste it for you.
All right.
Can you see the private chat?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna give everyone like a chance. I'm gonna wrap this up, so I'm gonna give everyone a chance to get something last minute. And Stuck, you got anything last minute to say, sir?
Not much. Just it's been interesting tonight. Thank you.
War Eagle, you got anything last minute to say? Are you there, War Eagle? All right, I know we lost Gary. He fell asleep. I could hear him snoring, so I had to mute his mic. All right, Josiah, you got anything last minute to say, sir?
Yeah. If you don't take it before a judge, ain't gonna change nothing.
Very true. Diver, what about you, sir?
Reality bites, and I've just got to stay ahead of you to stay free.
Rolando, you got anything last minute to say, sir?
I'm still laughing at my man's. No, man, stand up. Stand for something to fall for anything.
There you go. All right, I just want to thank everybody that was on panel. It's been a lot of fun. Hope you guys join me tomorrow. I should have another video, so be on the lookout for that. Noli, thank you. May, thank you for showing up. Julie, thank you. Pat, Comfort, Sasquatch, and all my ear hustlers out there that are just listening. Make sure you guys hit that like before you leave. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.